Hi guys, I was invited to the gaming talk show Dropped Frames, and I was a guest host, and together we were interviewing the actors for Grace Ashcroft and Leon S. Kennedy in Resident Evil 9, Angela Sant'Albano and Nick Apostolides, and I wanted to share it with you, so here is the video. Hope you enjoy!
Hello everyone, welcome, it's Drop Frames time. We're not late, you're not early, daylight savings times happened here in the US. Co's gonna give you all the info. I heard it, I was listening in. Co, they tried this before, they tried removing DST.
Oh, yeah. So
What's
apparently
happening?
they tried to move back in the day. They tried to like move it just make everything daylight savings, and it didn't work out.
Oh,
Like, they went back.
like people rioted, or what does it didn't work out mean?
I don't know. See, when I look into things, it's only very surface level.
Ah, so you do the news like I do.
Chat. I basically function off whatever Twitch chat tells me. And then about 20 to 30% of the time, I try to verify if it's true or not.
Yeah, no, that's
a risky endeavor, Co.
I like to live dangerously.
how it goes.
Relying on chat.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Those two voice is or not Zeke. Believe it or not, he's not putting on a voice this week.
What?
Yeah, I know. Zeke's still at Disney. He's having a great time. He's still tweeting out. I think like daily image. He's going to a different park every
Pictures
day.
are so wholesome.
I
He's
know.
having such a good
Aw.
time out there, man.
How do you feel about his top hat though? What's the? Do we
I think on vacation everything's okay.
Okay.
It's a
Everything
Yeah.
goes.
and we
Wear
will
whatever
talk
you
to him
want.
about it when he's back.
Yeah, he needs to. We need to get him to burn it. Yeah. Those two voices that you are hearing are Liz. Please speak so they can put a face to the voice.
Hi,
That's-
I'm Liz.
There you go. That's Liz. And then we've also got Fatality joining us for the first time as well. Faye,
Hi.
welcome to the stream.
My virtual face to the voice.
There you
Hello.
go. Virtual face to the voice. Exactly. This is both of their first times on Drop Frames. Co originally was not supposed to be here, but he's sick. What? You're not sick. You just wanted to make the voice actors.
Well, yes. No, I've been having a sinus thing, not getting a lot of sleep and stuff. So instead of
Aw.
taking the risk and going to GDC and then being sick at a con, I decided to let's delay that and not risk that.
And
So
spreading the
hopefully
virus.
kick this quick. I'm supposed to
Mm-hmm.
go to Disneyland at the end of the month, so I'd love to be able to do that.
Oh.
Ooh, get a top
So-
hat.
Yeah.
I need one.
Get
Yeah.
Zeke's top hat. Yeah. Exactly.
I'm a little lower energy than normal, but we're here.
Exactly. Yeah, you'll be good. We'll be joined by the actors Nick and Angela here in about probably 20 minutes or so. Leon and Grace from Resident Evil 9. People are very excited. Liz wearing her R.P.D. shirt. She's also got a hat that she's saving.
Yeah,
Sorry
show
to
them the
spoil the
hat.
surprise. There you go. She's a member of Evil Umbrella, whatever that is. I guess let's have you two kind of introduce yourself to our audience, the Drop Frame audience. For those that have never caught y'all streams or anything, Liz, tell the folks about yourself a little bit, if you don't mind.
Okay. Hi, I'm Liz. I'm a variety content creator on Twitch and YouTube. I focus a lot on single player, story-driven games like The Witcher, Resident Evil, The Last of Us, some of my favorite franchises, Fallout, Red Dead, you know it. I am German. I live in Switzerland. My ancestors are from Sweden, which is why I have a lot of like Norse stuff in my channel. And yeah, I love Resident Evil.
There you go. Yeah. You just wrapped up. Were you playing through all the remakes or all of the games?
Just recently, I've just redone the remakes, but I
Okay.
have played the originals, remastered, the remakes. You
You've
name
done it all. You've done it all.
She's done it all.
Almost all. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, thanks so much for being here. Faye, where are your
Thanks for having me.
ancestors from?
Oh, my ancient fairy dragon ancestors. I'm Faye. I also like playing a lot of single player games. I mostly dive into indie games or just games that I find really quirky that I just see on the Steam. I live on that popular upcoming tab. I check it every day. Right now I'm kind of on a old but gold train, so I've been playing a lot of games that are a little older. Like I just finished Dino Crisis for the first time. I've never even heard of it. until I played it, and it was hilarious, scary. It's basically like Resident Evil, but with dinosaurs.
Yeah.
The story was also really great, and I was really surprised for a game that old. I played Lollipop Chainsaw recently, and I'm looking to play Time Crisis hopefully soon. So right now I'm kind of just playing some old but golds, but I kind of just go wherever the wind takes me. You know, I got that whimsy. So whatever games. You know.
It's kind of
yeah,
it's kind of interesting the parallels between you and Zeke, because Zeke plays all those games or has played all those games you just listed as well. He does a lot of like retro stuff. And
Guys,
I think
I'm not Zeke.
It's kind of this whole thing. I was gonna say, like, have we ever seen fatality like in real life?
we
Could this
have,
be
you
a
know,
Zeke situation?
Faye and Zeke have not been in the room at the same time together. So
There you go.
Ooh.
this
Same
could-
person.
Yeah, this could be Zeke. You never know. You never know.
You never
They're the
know.
same picture.
He hasn't been the same since he went to Disney World, man.
It's true. It's true. He got a little bit too Disney. Yeah, Faye was also the one that had the unfortunate, I guess, situation of being the player, so that I could watch in Resident Evil 9 and actually see the game. She was the one that was controlling the character. Yeah, because I get too spooked. But Faye was still kind of spooked, I would say. You might have shrieked louder than I did at some of those.
No, I was really chill, nonchalant. You know, that game. It's like it wasn't even scary, man.
Yeah,
Piece
yeah,
of cake.
yeah. It's fine.
Piece of cake.
We've all finished it. We talked about it last week, but we had not finished it, right? Is that where we were in the
believe that's
RE9
correct,
discussion?
yes.
Yeah.
Yep. I have
Ooh.
since finished it. Very
Yeah.
much so.
Yeah, we've all wrapped it up. We're gonna do our best to not talk about spoilers at all. The game is obviously a story-driven game, so we want to be careful, especially because the game's only been out a week at this point.
Yeah.
Feels like forever ago. I think they announced 3 million sold this past week. So the game's
5
doing
million.
there's 5 million.
Yeah.
After
Not
5
only-
days.
Not only that, man, there's a really interesting graphic going around that says like the last Resident Evils and how many days it took them to get to 5 million sold. And the first is like 170, and then it's like 90, and then it's like 5.
Wow. That's
So
awesome.
things are
Crazy, yeah.
clearly going in a
Breaking
very good
records.
direction.
Yeah,
Very
that's
good
awesome.
direction.
I didn't realize it was selling that much faster than everyone else. Every other game, rather, every other title. That's crazy. I guess congrats Capcom. They continue to kill it. They've got another game coming out soon with Monster Hunter as well. So more releases for Capcom. They seem to just continually put out the great stuff. I think did your thoughts?
Pragmata too.
Yeah. Oh, that's right, Pragmata as well. God, they're putting out another
Not a lot of
game.
bangers.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah,
them.
that one's gonna go good.
Did your opinion of the game change at all, Co, after finishing it? I'm still kind of the same thing. I thought it was great.
I enjoyed the whole ride. It was really good. Loved the dichotomy between the characters.
Yeah.
No, I had a really good time.
Liz, with your R.P.D. shirt on, you hated it, right? You absolutely abhorred-
Absolutely garbage.
Yeah.
I want to
I think the
refund.
word is
No.
loathe.
Obviously, it's amazing. I love the game. Pretty much nothing really to complain about. I felt like I wish there would have been a field of view slider, because I felt Leon's part were very zoomed in. He was taking up a lot of space with his super broad shoulders. And especially then aiming with scopes felt a bit like I had to constantly fiddle around with the sensitivity of the mouse. That was a bit of a struggle for me. Did you guys play it with the recommendations, the default camera settings, first person, third
Yeah.
person? I
Yeah.
I think
did,
I
okay.
adjusted them a little bit, but yeah, the default perspectives.
Yeah, okay. So Leon third and then Grace in first.
Yes.
I usually play Resident Evil games always third person, but I wanted to be really immersed and scared for the Grace pods, and it really worked.
Yeah.
It made it very, very scary. I loved it.
I don't think I saw a single streamer using the third person camera for Grace's portions of the game. I don't even.
Yeah, I think a lot of people did the recommended.
Yeah, like that experience would be completely different. I feel in a bad way. It makes
Be very different.
yeah,
Make it feel more
Yeah.
actiony.
it makes those moments. Oh, apparently Maximilian dude did. Okay, I'd be curious to see what his thoughts were on that. I guess maybe it was like a motion sickness thing for him or something.
Oh, maybe.
It was right on the cusp for me. Like if it was even a slightly more zoomed in, I probably would have done third person, just as an accessibility thing. I was very surprised there was no FOV slider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Faye, for you, what was the most torturous part with me backseating you constantly? Because there was some yelling, I will say.
There was some fighting, a little trouble in the cuck through.
Yes.
I mean, we did talk about this because I crashed out on you, but there would definitely be moments where the game would say, "Hey, slide now, press control," and JP would be like, "Faye, press control." Like I can't see that it says it on the screen, and it happened so often that I was like, "JP, shut up! Like, shut up! You're driving me crazy."
Yeah, well, you got me back by not taking.
Rage baited me a lot.
I did rage bait you a lot, but
you
also
rage baited me so much.
She didn't choose the inventory increase.
Oh my god, not this again.
She did. That wasn't the first thing she took.
Not this again.
She went for like I don't even know what you took. I was so pissed off. I think
we
maybe
needed health. I was on the brink of death, and I was
Wait,
like,
you didn't expand your inventory?
Not first. It wasn't the first thing I did.
That's what I'm saying, Liz. I facepalmed too.
It's the first thing you do.
I know.
Rookie mistake.
She only did it because I told her to, and she was being stubborn. So
yeah,
I guess that's on me.
Okay.
Yeah,
it shall be forgiven.
Yeah.
We played about, I want to say, maybe a third of that portion of the game before I got the inventory slot, because JP kept telling me, "Oh, imagine if we had more inventory space. You would have, you would be able to pick up that herb."
You were discarding lock picks and herb. You're just discarding them. You would pick them up just to throw them away.
She did not.
I know. That's why I was so upset.
Oh my god!
I threw away a coin and a lockpick. Sue me, okay? We made it through the game. We didn't need it. If anything, I was just playing on a harder difficulty for fun, showing my gamer prowess.
Yeah, I guess so. That was a nightmare. It looks like Angela and Nick are here a little early. Thumbs up if you guys are good to go now instead of waiting 10 minutes. I'm getting a thumbs up. Cool. Let's just bring them on board. I want to talk to Grace and Leon. Let me swap over here, do this, and welcome Angela and Nick to the show. Hey, guys.
Hey, what's happening? We all good? Can you hear me?
Yes. You guys sound great. Great. I just called you Grace. That's going to happen. That's going to happen a lot, Angela. I apologize.
That is totally okay. I'm used to it.
I like your shirt, Liz.
Oh, that's good.
That's all you're gonna get.
Freezing.
Time for the hat.
That's it.
All the swag. Okay.
Yeah.
Love it.
She's got
Might be
it
a
all.
fan. Just a bit.
Yeah, might be a fan. Maybe
Might
so.
be.
Hi,
Maybe
everybody.
so. Yeah, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us on a Sunday, both of you. I really do appreciate that.
Of course.
Angela, I have to ask. So where are you Grace is not the same dialect that you have. Where are you originally from?
It's a great question. I'm half American, half Italian, but I grew up between London and Italy. So I went to an international school for a little while when I lived in Italy. So my accent is kind of all around.
Okay.
I sound like I was born in an airport, is how I best describe it.
That's funny.
Yeah. And it depends. Like if I'm in the States for a long time, then I sound very American. And then if I've been in the UK, I sound very British. Kind of just, I don't know.
Okay. All right. And both of you, by the way, have awesome last names, but terrible last names for a host to say. I don't want to mess them up. So please, Angela, enlighten me. How would one state your last name?
Sant'Albano, but Sant'Albano.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the second one. I can't. I can't. And Nick,
that works. That's great.
Nick, how would one go with your last name?
I want you to guess because I've gotten some really funny ones over the years.
Oh, no.
Shit, God damn it, Nick. I'm gonna go with. Apostolides.
Wow, that's great. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's
Close.
great. That works. I've gotten everything from Apocalypse to Appleseed to a pot of spaghetti and meatballs. That's what they used to
I was
call
going to go
me.
with that. Funny enough.
They used to
Yeah.
call me that in college. But Apostolides, that's great.
Fantastic,
Nice.
fantastic. We're kind of gonna just all come at you at the same time with questions. So Faye, Liz, Co, feel free to jump in, interrupt me, do whatever. I'll start it off though, and Angela, I want to go to you. This is their first time in the Resident Evil franchise. You kind of walked into it as the newbie, as it were. Is that like? Was that troublesome? Were you nervous going into it? Were they super welcoming? Like, what were your thoughts before the whole thing started for you?
I was so excited. I mean, I knew a lot about Resident Evil. I wasn't a gamer and I hadn't played the games, but I knew about the franchise, obviously. And I was definitely a little bit nervous once, just because Grace is such a new type of character for the franchise, and I wanted to really do her justice. So I was a little bit nervous about that. But the whole cast was so amazing, and Nick was like just a dream to work with and explained everything to me and helped me out with some of the Resident Evil lore, and yeah, I couldn't have asked for a better help. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Aww.
Yeah,
Aw.
I think I speak for all of us. You killed it as Grace. You were absolutely fantastic.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
It was a
I
blast.
literally cried along with Grace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
multiple
That's what
times.
I wanted.
Is-
That's what I was
Tears.
aiming for.
was this your
So kinda-
first role as in a video game, Angela?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
First video game.
Incredible.
First time doing motion capture, which I loved. It was so fun. It was all very new to me, which I think probably helps you not be too nervous, because you're like, this is all new. I'm just learning. But yeah, also equally a little bit
Yeah.
daunting.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's how I felt during RE2. That was my first video game, and
Ah.
it all boils down to just the acting. You're just being honest about it, and then a really cool game comes out of it 2 years later, and it's really fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
A little different
Yeah.
than your TV and film life.
How long
Totally.
ago were the recording sequences? Was it 2 years ago?
We
2
began
years
2 years
ago.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We shot
Wow.
it on and off. So we shot it sort of in segments for about 2-3 weeks at a time.
Okay.
And yeah, overall it was 2 years, which is crazy.
Wow.
So
go ahead.
kind of a quick question to both of you. And this is going to be kind of a different question, even though it's kind of the same. So Angela, your history is mostly television and movies and stuff like that. How different was it for you to do this with all that equipment on and with all of the like, that must have been a completely different experience. And also after that, Nick, you've gone from literally recording in a booth for the games to full mocap. You've gone through like the whole journey, I'm assuming, because of like, how has that been for you? But yeah, what's that been like for you guys?
You want me to start or Angela?
How about Angela, then Nick?
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit nervous about the motion capture just because of all the tech and the helmet and the light and that you're in the suit. But to be honest, once it takes about probably two days to sort of just feel more comfortable in it and get used to it. And then I would say the performance is exactly the same as TV and film, and that you're just trying to find, like Nick said, the truth in every single scene and making it feel really, really grounded. And I think what Capcom and our performance capture director, Kate Saxon, kept reiterating was just make it as truthful and cinematic as possible. And just keep it really, really grounded. And I think in that sense, it really wasn't that different to film and TV. And I remember Kate mentioning that for me, especially on the first day, my main background was in theater, And so she said, think about it as performing theater in the round, because you have the cameras all 360 around you, but then you have that intimacy of film and TV because the camera is right there on your head. So the audience or the gamer is right there with you. The only instance I would say where it was a little bit different was there were 1 or 2 scenes where the camera on my head was the gamer's POV. And so I had to play the scene, but also make sure the gamer didn't get motion sickness, if that makes sense. Does that make sense
Oh,
to you?
yeah.
Oh, completely.
That's
Yeah.
So,
cool.
for
Yeah.
example, in the scene where Alyssa and I go down the stairs and run into the hotel manager, that whole scene was sort of
Right.
my POV.
Right.
Oh, wow.
And then again, I think it was for the scene where Victor walks in and there are all those blood tanks and I'm hiding behind something.
Right,
That was
yeah.
all
Mm.
the camera was sort of on my head. So I had to be sure to just not flip around. So the gamer wasn't like, whoa, what's happening?
Yeah, get whiplash.
Um,
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I would say it wasn't
Interesting.
there's not a huge difference. It's just about the truth and keeping it real.
Yep.
Just added a lot of tech to it, the camera, the battery packs, and everything like that.
Yeah.
To answer your question, Ko, we've always done full performance capture for these
cool.
games. Not every game does that, but the Resident Evil games, they like to incorporate full PCAP. So we've always been doing the scenes just like this, and then any lines that you speak in game while you're controlling the characters, that's when you're going to have just a straight voiceover from the booth. But it's just a fun process. Like everything Angela said, yes, perfect. And the way that Kate, our director, explained it, that's perfect. Theater in the round with the intimacy of TV and film because of the camera. You never know how they're going to edit these scenes in the long run. So you have to be playing for the close up and also playing for the wide at the same time. So it's a really fun process. You got to use your imagination on steroids because look at the world, the grim world we just acted in. But the room that we're in is like a big white booth. It's just stark lights here. It's just like you have to imagine that dark world. And so Capcom, they paint that picture. They show you contextual concept art. And then the rest is up to you, the performance director. And then we just go for it.
Is that all done stateside? Or are you guys going to, like, do they have offices
London.
in Japan? It's in London. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, we shot it at Pinewood Studios at Imaginarium.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But
Oh,
I
wow.
know that was the first time, right, Nick? You shot in Canada and LA before?
I mean, they go all over. It really depends on a lot of factors. Yeah, I've shot in Japan, in Los Angeles, Canada, and now the UK for Resident Evil.
Gotcha. Okay. And then are the game developers or writers in the room with you guys? I know you said you had like I forget the terminology for it, excuse me, but you had like a coach, basically someone in charge of the motion capture and the acting and everything. But was like a Capcom dev there or a writer as you guys did everything?
Yeah, so we always have a performance director, but then we always have reps from Capcom, of course, your producers, cinematic producers, story producers, whether they're on a call or they're in person. They're always watching and kind of overseeing the whole process.
They're always watching. Okay.
I think I remember actually when we were shooting, like one of the first days, they said, "Oh, like 75 people are watching you right now via your camera." And I was like, what?
That would make a lot of streamers be like,
Yeah.
oh, whoa.
Yeah.
And they do it for a living.
Yeah, your camera's right here. That's intense. Oof.
That's
Yeah.
wild. Well, I mean, I guess
Yeah.
it's easy to forget sometimes how big these projects really are. Like, you know, these are giant undertakings, and it's like, yeah, you guys are the focal points, but like the teams behind making this stuff work is incredible.
No, it's
Okay.
crazy.
And
If you watch the credits roll, there's like thousands of names, and these people work
Yeah.
on it for 5-6 years. We're a small part of it.
Yeah.
We're just happy to be a part of it, but just looking at the work that goes into it blows my mind. I don't know how they undertake that, but they do, and they always turn out good products.
So good.
Speaking of you guys kind of and what you brought to the project, one incredible thing about Resident Evil is how the dichotomy between you two works. I mean, you have, you know, Grace, who can barely take a few steps without, you know, having a breakdown. And you have Nick, who has seen, or Leon, who I'm going to get that confused, just like JP. Leon, who's seen everything. He's cracking dad jokes. He's like Evil Dead, you know, just like walking through zombies, destroying everything. Did you guys plan this? Or was this just kind of the natural progression of your characters? It seems so on point that many times I was like, they had to have talked about this.
Definitely. I mean, we knew that there were going, you know, the horror elements of the game were similar to RE7, and those were really clearly Grace's moments. And then, you know, the more high action was Leon. And I think in terms of character and performance, it happened very organically just because Grace is who she is. The way that she was going to react to those things was from a place of fear time and time again. And then obviously Leon is Leon. So it was planned, and that they really specifically wanted the players, the gamers, to have those two worlds that they were kind of progressing through. But I would say from a performance standpoint, we never really sat down and was like, okay, you're going to be this way and I'm going to be this way. It just naturally, organically happened with the way that the scenes were written, and then how we knew what we knew about our characters.
Yeah, it just boils down to the honesty of the situations. Manufacturing relationships like that, you can smell that a mile away. And so we just kept it real, and we just built these characters together with the team. So with Capcom and with our performance director, the characters just came to life over time, even evolved throughout shooting. And what you get in the final product is what we have now. And I just think it works perfectly together. And I played my first playthrough of the game, and I just loved it. I loved the experience. And Angela, you were just fantastic. I flipped a coin with my little brother, and he got heads, and that means he played as Leon the whole game, and I played as Grace. So I experienced your whole story for the first time and absolutely
So cool.
loved it.
Wow.
I felt terrified, and I died
Did
many
you
times.
really?
I killed you many
I'm
times.
just
I'm so sorry.
because you're obviously, you've got Leon in you. Were you genuinely terrified?
Yeah, because it's the way the game was designed for your parts, which were amazing. They screamed Resident Evil. But I actually preferred that. I wanted my brother to experience Leon because I was familiar with that story,
Mm-hmm.
but I was not so familiar with yours. And so it was the best way to do it, I think.
It was also really nice because we actually shot so many things. You know, we were in the studio at the same time.
Right.
So we knew each other's like storylines and all of that.
But
But
it's out of
it was so
context.
fun, yeah, to watch, because I've watched all the cutscenes now. It was so
Mm.
fun to watch your cutscenes and be like, oh, I remember reading that scene and that's how it came out. It's so good.
Same
Yeah,
with
it's
your
really
part.
fun.
Sorry, we've commandeered your stream. I'm sorry. We're
No,
just
Yeah,
this is
No,
great.
please.
Please,
Hey,
this
if
is
y'all just
awesome.
want to do this for the rest of
Yeah.
the show, that's cool. We'll just
Yeah.
watch. Like, no, y'all just keep
I haven't
talking.
really
That's
had a
fine.
chance
awesome.
to talk with Angela about this stuff, and it's really fun.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Angela, for you, was there any sense of like, God damn it, I'm kind of jealous because you had to play like a pretty terrifying role as Grace, and Nick's out there just dropping one-liners
Totally.
and
Did you
looking
ever want to
badass.
just kick a zombie in the mouth? Kind
Yeah.
of.
Absolutely. Yes, I did. I have to say, what was really, really funny was I remember, I think on the first or the second shoot, I kind of cracked a joke while we were doing a table read, and I was like, is there ever going to be a scene where Gage sort of just sits around a table and like chats, or is like typing on a computer and is just chatting casually? And then the next filming session was the scene with Alyssa where I'm sat on a computer typing,
Oh.
chatting casually. And I was like, oh, maybe they listen.
They listened, yeah. Yeah.
Ask
But
and
yes,
they
I
shall
did.
receive.
I definitely wanted to, you know, kick some ass, but hey,
Mm.
I did it
think-
in my own way, you know?
The best
did.
part there is you asked for that scene, they gave it to you. There was that scene, and then every scene after that was just pure terror and horror.
Horror.
Yeah.
Screams,
chaos.
cries.
They were like, "Here you go.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's take the ride."
Yeah. Yeah, it was
I
good
actually
stuff.
have a question like leading off of that. So Angela, Grace is like known for, I mean, girl, you can scream. Like there are moments where I you're scaring me because you're scared. You know what I mean? Like we're like in it together. I feel like I'm
Yeah.
right in the hospital with you, girl. And so
I love that.
I'm just kind of wondering, how'd you prepare for that? Like not just mentally, but also physically, because dude, if I had to scream like that, my voice would be gone for weeks. So did you, do some sort of like exercises or like, what kind of headspace did you have to get into? Because there are some in there where I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
like what a performance.
Thank you. I would say physically, it sounds strange, but to sort of keep that like anxiety high, I honestly would just run around the volume, and do like push-ups and just sort of try to literally keep my heart rate up. And then in terms of the screaming, we drank a lot of honey lemon ginger tea.
Oh yeah.
And I also have this thing, this is so silly, but I mean, it's really what singers use. I sing. And so whenever I was, singing or doing a musical or something in school, I would use a vocal tube. So you basically blow through a tube into water to keep your voice warm. So I would just do that in the morning and then just scream.
Yeah.
And I think also when like a baby cries, they can cry and scream for so long because they're not trying to suppress the scream. And that actually means that they don't lose their voice. But typically when you lose your voice from screaming, it's because we now have become sort of, socially, we feel like screaming is not allowed. So we suppress and we tighten all of the muscles around our throat. And I think with Grace, I tried to have moments where you heard that, like, she's trying not to scream, but she can't help herself, which is when it would get, like, really raspy, which I like. I like that sound personally.
Yeah.
But then also moments where, like, when I was dragged, I don't know if I'm allowed to say these things, but there's a moment when I'm dragged. And
what a spoiler. I
and
can't believe you said that,
Yeah.
Angela. Oh my God, they're lighting my DMs up over here. Capcom PR is so upset with you.
dragged. But then I would just sort of like let it all out. And yeah, it was kind of a miracle though that I didn't lose my voice, but I didn't.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting
This
about
is
the
one-
babies.
Yeah.
What's
This
really
is one.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah. Should we all
Go
start
ahead, Liz.
screaming now? I mean, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should all start screaming together.
I'm good.
In harmony.
I definitely cut Liz off. What were you saying, Liz?
There's this one scream Angela did when she's hung up, and you hear a little voice crack. And I think that might have
Totally.
been this one moment where you tried to suppress it, maybe, or so.
Yes. Is that when I'm on the gurney?
Yeah, the upside down
Yeah.
hanging. Mm.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you've seen that in the trailer. Yes, I also actually think gravity helped with that.
Sure.
Mm.
Oh.
Because obviously
Yeah.
I'm upside down, so like your throat just sounds very, very different. You're the way you would even speak. But I liked playing with that because again, strange, but when I listen to people's voices, I really like kind of huskier, raspier voices. And so
me
I
too.
remember being like, I want those screams. They're almost scarier in a way than like the shrill, like high pitched scream. But yeah, so a lot of screaming.
People don't realize, a lot of people don't realize how physical voice acting is and motion capture. You really put yourselves in there. And then right at the end of those days, Angela, the crazy days, right? When everyone wraps at like 5 p.m., 6 p.m., you are dead. You've got like
Dead.
nothing left physically. It's like,
No.
oh, get me out of here. Because you pour your heart and
Totally.
your soul into that stuff. But but I wouldn't have it any other way. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's so fun. It's so
Yeah.
fun.
That was
By the
I
way,
actually love
some people-
the physical. Sorry.
Go ahead.
on. No, I was just gonna say I actually love how physical it is on a game like this. How we get to do some of our own stunts, So obviously it's voice, but it's so physical the whole time. And I think that's the best. That's so fun.
Your guys' passion really shows.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
We
In
loved
the
it. We had a great
game,
time.
absolutely.
The whole team, everybody, the whole cast, everybody at Imaginarium. We loved our experience, and that's the truth.
Yep. Co, what were you gonna mention? Someone from chat?
Oh yeah, two quick things. First of all, I've heard that that actual thing about the restricting your voice, makes your voice hurt from screaming. I've heard that from two different people, Angela, and also a death metal singer on TikTok, which is really interesting. Apparently, that's the two different places I've heard that. It's very similar. Yes, they said almost the exact same thing, which is really interesting. And the other thing I was going to say, someone in chat said this, and I just want to mention this. Someone in chat said, "Did she actually record that scene upside down?" And what's amazing about this is not only can Angela tell you she did, but you can actually unlock a video in RE9 where you get a behind the scenes look of that scene being shot. Angela in her full gear, being suspended upside down. There's a bunch of other scenes too. It is wildly interesting to watch.
Yeah.
So if any of this sounds cool to you, like you can watch them do this. It's I don't remember the exact, it's a bonus footage that you can unlock. But
yeah, when you beat the game.
Very, very cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It was very cool you guys to do that. That was great. Great watch.
Yeah.
I love that they included that because I think a lot of people don't necessarily know that it was performance capture. So it's great that they kind of put all that in there.
Yeah, it was awesome for sure.
Yeah.
Liz, I'm going to bring you into the fold. Let's get a question out of you. You're maybe the biggest fan out of all of us here.
I'm not good at talking over people.
Yeah, you're too polite.
I'm always like just sitting there.
You're too polite. Please join it.
So I wanted to ask both of you, Angela and Nick, which of the scenes were the hardest to shoot for you, and which ones were your favorites to shoot? Pondering.
I know. Shall I go, Nick, or do you know?
You go. Let me think about.
I don't know if they're spoilery, but
oh yeah.
Oh.
You could say
maybe you could say it vague that only the people who played it would understand it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, that's a good question. Maybe want to ping that and maybe get anyone watching. I don't know if we're
any Capcom people watching and want to shoot us a text. I can make mine vague though. I can make mine quite vague.
Yeah, let's just do vague. If you've played it, you'll know.
I would say that the hardest scenes were my favorite to film. So when important people died or changed and transformed, those were my favorite scenes. And the ones where, again, strange to say, but when the screaming and the crying was more emotionally tied to a person, meaning I was losing someone, and it was like that really primal animalistic sort of loss. Those are my favorite scenes because the stakes were so high. And also when you do those kinds of scenes, you know that you're not going to do 100 takes. Not that we ever did 100 takes, but you know that you're gonna do it 5 times because you can't get to that level of fear or stress or cry too much. So you just kind of do it like you give 150% 5 times, and you just give it your all. And
first 3 takes are the most raw.
Exactly, and those are just fun because I don't know, when you're like, okay, I've got to get it in 3 and I'm just gonna go wild. Those were the hardest, but the most fun.
Awesome.
I have the same primal reaction when I drop like a good cookie on the ground. I just these emotions. No, I'll keep mine general, but this is the truth. So in the trailers, we see that the R.P.D. is revisited. It's back in the game, and that to me, as a longtime fan and as the actor from RE2 Remake, that struck me when I found out we were going back to Raccoon City. I got goosebumps over 2 years ago.
You jumped.
I had a visceral reaction in a good way.
Did. He really did.
Like, we're going back to Raccoon City, and they're like, we are, and that meant everything to me because I knew I'm going to have a lot to play with there.
Yeah.
And I would say just the difficulty of this game was to just think about and embody an older version of this guy, because I've played him in his 20s, 21, 26, and 29 in Infinite Darkness. Now we jump forward about 20 years and just had to think about a lot more. It's a very different version of the character. So I had to embody it with my voice, my literal body. How does he move? Is he a little bit slower, a little tankier? how have the years affected him? And he's got a little something on his neck. I don't know what that is, but you got to think about it all and then bake it into the performance. And that was a fun challenge for me. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Mm.
I gotta ask.
Yeah, awesome.
I gotta ask Nick. About a month ago, maybe a little bit longer than that, there were some like I don't know if it came from press or PR or if Capcom put it out there, but there was this kind of an idea that the Leon Kennedy character became like a hot uncle, right? It became this like
A silver fox.
the silver fox, yeah, whichever you want to apply to it. And a lot of it was that it was the Capcom staff who kind of helped glam it up. I don't even know what you want to call it. But for you, one, how did you get muscles that quick? And can you share your routine? And two, what was that like to kind of like become the heartthrob of the internet for the past week? Like everyone's going crazy about you.
For the muscles, a lot of cookies. A lot
Okay.
of cookies and protein shakes. That's my secret.
Okay.
I was already familiar with the heartthrob. I mean, back in RE2, he was just a little baby girl Leon. RE4, he was a little heartthrob too with the cat ears. I mean,
Oh God.
kind of Leon. He's easy on the eyes for everybody. And now he's hot unk. It's kind of a natural little transition. I kind of expected that was going to happen. I've seen some funny things. The internet is good for some things, and it makes me laugh every time. I mean, I even saw someone in your chat earlier saying Leon needs a butt cam. I mean, you can't stop it. You can't stop it, guys. So embrace it, and I'm just happy that they like to go on this journey with these characters. That's all.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
There is a sound effect when Leon climbs up and down ladders that my chat is fundamentally convinced is parts of you clapping.
Oh my God.
That's the internet.
I didn't
for
say
you.
it. You did.
That's I didn't say that. The internet did. I would
He
never
said
say
it.
something
He
like
said
that. No, that's crass. Yeah.
I have a when Leon picks up the sniper rifle. I'm not going to say more, but in that scene, Leon says, "Hello there, gorgeous," and my editor sent me the clip because I really liked when he said that.
I mean, yeah. You have some other choice lines within the game
I want someone to
that are
send.
being
I want someone to
celebrated.
send Liz. I want someone to send Liz a text message on her phone right now, and it's just like, "Hey there, gorgeous." She's like covering it up.
I have it on my phone. I mean, it's right here.
No, we
my
have
God.
we have some flexibility where we can suggest scenarios and scenes and lines, and we all come up with the characters together. And of course, I had this in mind for a few things here and there, but always respecting the character, never crossing a line, but just little tiny nods. But I knew he was going to be just a pretty cool guy in this game, so I always kept that in mind.
He is a pretty
He's
cool
a pretty
guy.
cool guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
From the
pretty
first
Role
He's
fulfilled.
always a cool guy.
the first time you see him,
Yeah.
he's full on like action star right out of the gate, and it's right after you play Grace's segment. It's like the perfect release of all of the anxiety that is built up during that
Yeah.
segment. It's awesome. It's awesome just
You know
to
what?
start shooting.
But honestly, I would love to go from playing a character like this to playing just like a complete geek. Like I really genuinely want to do that just to show that contrast, to have that contrast in my professional career, I think would be fun.
Yeah.
So if anyone's listening, cast me as a geek.
There you go.
Hey, we can kind of swap if you want to play Fearful.
Yeah.
Why don't
I was gonna say Resident Evil 10. So Grace has a
swap for the
brother.
day?
Yeah, younger
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah. Grace has a brother. Absolutely. Faye or Liz, you
do
guys got any
have
questions?
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna see, Nick, did you come up with any of the one-liners? I mean, that is like a big part of Leon's character. Were you ever like in the moment and you're like, oh wait, what if I said this right now? Did you come up with any of the quirky jokes?
There's always a couple, especially in RE4 Remake in this game. We always work. We have the scripts, and whenever there's like a spot, there could be something funny. You can always recommend it. So I work with the performance director, Kate, the localization director, Jen, and we run things by Capcom, see if they like it. We try some things. They use some, they don't use others, and yeah, there were definitely a few I came up with, and I'm a little reluctant to say them just in case people haven't experienced it. I think it'll just hit them
Mm.
harder if they play it themselves. So
Mm.
yeah, there were quite a few. We'll say that.
Okay.
Wink, wink.
Okay.
Okay. Noted. Do either of you have like an anchor line to get into character? Or do you
I have
just
an anchor song.
an anchor song?
Oh.
Yep.
Okay, let's
Ooh.
hear it.
What
Yeah,
was
can
it?
you
Every-
share?
every-
Can you share with the class?
Every one of these games, I get the essence of Leon going with a particular song. And for this game, it was actually Orion by Metallica. And that's I had to bring
Oh.
out the heavy guns for this one because
Wow.
this character was a little tough for me to nail at the beginning of how I wanted to approach him. And Orion is my favorite song of all time. My number one, always will be, for a lot of reasons. And so I brought out the heavy guns and I got grounded with this heavy, chunky rhythm of Orion. It's got a beautiful midsection, and then the end just ends like an army marching onwards. And so that's what inspired me big time.
Awesome. Awesome. Angela, for you?
I didn't have a song or a line, but I did have like my posture is very different to Grace's. And so before we would sort of film like the first scene of the day, I would just sort of start walking around the way she would walk around. And she does, I don't even know if you really see it in the game because you're not maybe, but she's very contained as a person. So I would kind of clench my fists and kind of talk to people with like when you're looking up at people instead of straight on. And it was more about Grace's physicality is so different to mine. So it was more about getting into her physically for me, that then once I did that, she sat in me very naturally, funny enough, in a way that I didn't actually expect her to. Like I think when you play a character over time for so long, for 2 years, she just like lives in you. So as the game went on, it was easier and easier and easier to sort of just jump into Grace. Which it was really nice.
Awesome. Awesome. Liz, let's go to you.
Yeah. Sorry?
Let's go to you for a question.
Okay. Angela, you already said you haven't played the games back at that time. Has that changed? Have you played any of the Resident Evil games since?
Yeah, so I played RE4,
Nice.
which was really nice to hear
Nice.
your voice, Nick. Very
Good one.
comforting.
Beat it?
I have to say, no, I didn't beat it. Still working on that. I have to say, I am a huge scaredy cat. I would jump all the time. I don't. I'm gonna play Requiem at some point, but I'm a little scared. In a great way. I'm a little scared. Not gonna lie. But yes, I played RE4, and then before we sort of started shooting, just for research, I watched a ton of gameplay, especially of 7, just to capture and understand that horror, slow, creeping tone that they really wanted to do for the game. But yeah, no, I'm gonna play. I'm very excited to
Well, Angela,
play
I gotta
Requiem,
say,
but I'm scared.
I'm a horror buff. I love horror games and everything. And I gotta say, me playing through your part, I was on edge the whole time. So
Really?
have fun with it. It's gonna be tricky.
I have my brother thought it would be really funny to film me when I first played RE4,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I didn't know he was filming me, and I was jumping out of my seat.
Wait, that
My
exists?
dad actually.
Oh, you have to share that footage. For the
Is this
so
public?
funny. Yeah,
Come on, we need to see this.
my dad was like, I think maybe I had just gotten the job, or maybe it was a little after, but my dad was just like, you have to just play it. And not, you shouldn't do this, but he just got it on his iPad and he was like, here, just look at the world. So I was like, sure. And I was playing, and then I was like jumping, and then I got so scared. I was like,
Internet eats that up.
again, more similarities with Grace than you would think.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure.
But yeah, maybe I'll share that.
Well, I'm
with,
sure everyone watching, if it's
players.
somehow in the cards, would love to see you stream RE9
yeah,
on
I
Twitch
know.
Or YouTube.
or YouTube.
A
Yeah.
lot of
Oh.
people have asked me to stream. I'm gonna do it. It might just take me a couple weeks, but I'm gonna do it. I'm
Awesome.
a little nervous about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic. I'm sure a ton of people are going to be looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Nick, you have streamed before, right? We were talking a little bit before the show. Any plans for a future RE9 stream of
Ooh.
yours?
Yeah, I think I'm overdue. I had to take a break because I've been traveling so much in the past 2 years, so I kind of fell off that, and I moved places. I lost the place I used to stream from. So I think I want to get back to it because I've been playing video games for just a mere 37 years, and people were like, "Hey, if you just put a camera on you and have fun with your games," like a lot of people will watch, and it is fun. And I have a great community that is probably still there waiting. They've been asking me for years to come back, so I think this is an appropriate time to do that. Just gotta set up a place to do it, and I would love to get back to it. And if I do, Angela, you got to come on.
I was literally
Yeah.
going to say, maybe we can stream together. That would make me less scared.
There you go.
I would love
We're
to.
If
there
you
you go.
guys
Yeah, collab.
stream
Coach, you
together
can be like,
and
You're gonna
play
break
your
the internet.
characters.
Yes,
Oh
play
my
your own
God.
part.
Dude,
That'd be so
like a
That-
co-op playthrough
No
where
swap.
Angela plays Grace, Nick
Yeah.
plays Leon. Like,
we
That
could
would be
do
oh
fun.
my
So
lord.
That would be
I will
so
fly you out to
fun.
Los Angeles. You come do that. Let's make it happen.
I could do
Yeah.
that. I'm going to be there.
Boom.
I'll be there over the summer. It's a little long to wait, but
We'll figure
We'll see.
something out.
we'll
Figure
figure
something
it
out.
out.
The people will
We'll figure
wait.
it out. I
The
like
people
that
will wait.
idea.
Fans,
I'll
the
wait.
fans will
I'll
wait.
watch that.
We will wait.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, definitely looking forward to that. I'm trying to think, what would it be better if you guys played your own part, or if you watched the
Ooh,
other
flip.
person
The others, yeah.
play the other part?
It would probably be
Yeah.
easier so
Bad
Angela
idea,
doesn't have to
honestly.
play the scary pods.
That's true.
True.
True. That's
So
true.
you could kick zombie butt and
But Nick
Which
already
Nick
did
might
play
be-
Grace parts.
Yeah. I don't know. That's something for you to
The only
figure out.
downside is it would be hilarious to see Angela scared, especially like
Oh,
her own
yeah.
stuff. Like that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take a vote,
Angela
put a
scaring
vote.
herself.
Vote with that. I wanna see what you say. Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, what do you think, Angela? Any thoughts?
I think I should play Grace because I think it would be really funny to see if I get scared, knowing things are certain things are coming. If I still get scared, then you'll know it worked. The
Yeah.
scene landed.
And you know what would happen, Angela? You'd probably have the same reactions in real life to what your character actually spurts out in the moment. Because
Well-
I did that when I was playing RE2 Remake. The same thing happened when a zombie would pop around the corner. I'd be like, "Holy shit!" And my character would say it at the same time. I was like, "Wow, how'd they know?"
Well, my dad
listening.
was playing, and I was watching him play, and he was watching a very sad scene, and I started tearing up, and I was like, kind of mouthing along to I was re-performing the scene because it was so lived in my body. It
Aw.
was kind of weird.
That's awesome.
Sweet.
But yeah, it's also strange though because we obviously feel like I hear my own voice and I feel like Grace because she's lived in me for so long. But then they also, she doesn't look exactly like me. So there are like 3 levels of empathy there where you hear yourself and you're like, oh, and then you see this other slight different character. It's just it's a bit trippy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So with someone as a background where that's never been the case, how different is that for you? Like to watch your performance and not see, because you've always seen your face before this, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely odd, to hear also I've never done animation. So it was definitely, I think that's probably why I found it the most kind of disorienting in the beginning. But then you get now I'm just like, Grace is just like an extension of me, and weirdly, I feel like over time, I'm like, do I look like her? When you watch them, I'm like, do we look alike? Am I crazy? Am I losing my mind?
Well, maybe now's a good time to announce Angela's very next role. She's playing a 300-year-old ogre that weighs 4,000 pounds.
There you go. Yep. And the new some D&D game,
Love it.
something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I have to ask in terms of the game, right? It's been a massive success. Capcom, we were talking about it earlier, announced 5 million sales. What is that like for you
5
guys?
In
In
5
days, yeah.
yeah.
Just insane.
Crazy.
What's that like for the two of you to, see that many people resonate with your characters and all the fan art and just kind of like the internet celebrating the both of you?
I just think it's so fun. Being involved in the franchise for about 10 years now, just to see the fan base growing every single year, that makes me happy on a different level because first and foremost, I'm a fan. I've been a fan. I've loved this franchise since 1998, PlayStation 1. And back then, I was gaming on the couch with friends and just playing these zombie games, and look what it has grown into be. Like Resident Evil
Same.
is not slowing down, and Capcom is just going like this right now, and that just makes me
Yeah.
happy as a diehard fan. And
Yeah.
then to be a part of something this magical, it's the greatest honor because we got to be a small part of it. But it just makes me very grateful, very thankful, and I'm just happy to be sitting here with Angela talking about this amazing game right now.
Yeah.
Me too. No, I mean, for me, it's incredibly surreal for, first game, but also I was definitely nervous about, when you're playing a new sort of lead in such a well-known franchise, you don't know how the fan base is gonna respond. They might absolutely love it, but they also might say, no, this is not what we wanted. Um, and so I definitely, before the game came out, I was like, you've done your part, Ange. You just have to give it to the people and like let them experience it themselves and hope that they feel connected to her. But if they don't, just I just it was just a little bit nerve-wracking. So to have people respond, and what makes me so happy is when I see these DMs or people reaching out to me and saying things like, I see myself in Grace, and it's been so nice to finally see a lead character who I really relate to. That's exactly what I wanted. I felt so honored to play Grace because of that very fact that she was sort of your like unlikely heroine.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's been just so surreal, and I feel very, very lucky.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I can echo that as someone that has anxiety to see that represented in the game fairly truthfully, with Grace and like how she reacts to a lot of the things. That was really awesome to see. Also, it was great to see Leon, go and shoot the anxiety right after that. But
Well, it's not only real. I mean, the level of performance on Grace makes those scenes impact so much more palpable. Like it's
Thank
one
you.
thing to be kind of crouching through another one. It's another thing to be doing that and have this like actual nervous breathing in your ears and seeing
Yeah.
everything. Like
Mhm.
very,
Yeah.
very different experience. Also, I got to say, like, it's kind of incredible, Nick. You were somebody sitting on your couch playing Resident Evil, and then years later, you're playing the person that you like. That must have been an incredible journey to go through that. And then, and honestly, it starts to make a lot of sense, like how Leon feels very set in the world.
yeah,
How
authentic
was
to
that
it,
whole
for
process?
sure.
Yeah, it feels authentic, like the passion's there. But
You mean
how did that feel?
you mean the arc of RE2 to now?
Yeah. From
Yeah.
the whole progression.
I do like the fact that they've kept me on to have the same exact version of the character, kind of have this arc that spans 30 years in the lore, right? Before I was even cast, I mean, I was playing these games for 18 years before I was cast, every single one of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so I understood the universe, the relationships, the characters, everything about it. And so when I stepped into it, I knew the assignment from day one, and that it helped that they were remakes because I knew RE2 original like the back of my hand. RE4 original was is my favorite game of all time, and it has been for 21 years. So
Oh,
I knew
awesome.
the assignment. We built that version of the character. And then with 9, it felt natural. I had a lot of information to go off of, and I knew where I wanted to take the character. He had the same DNA that he had 30 years ago, just with a little tiny spin on it. And I was just very, very true to the character and my version of the character. And I just hope that rung out. But yeah, if you told me 28 years ago that I'd be playing this guy now, I wouldn't believe you. So I'm just,
Wow.
it's a really
I
crazy
don't-
place to be as an actor.
Yeah.
I don't know who
Crazy.
casted you, but they deserve a raise. Like you're like the
Oh, yeah.
perfect person to be playing Leon.
Well, I mean,
that's
Yeah.
wild.
that's a great
wild.
question. Like,
Yeah.
what was the process like for Nick when they started on RE2 remaster, and also for you, Angela, for this? Did it just like come across your desk and you're like, yeah, let's do that? Like what is that process like?
Go for it, Angela. You take over.
For me, it was Kate Saxon, our performance capture director, found me on Spotlight. I guess she was looking for someone my height who could do an American accent, and obviously I had like a reel on there with an American accent, and she just approached my agent and asked if I'd be up for auditioning, and I did. And I remember I never really dress as in character for auditions. It's kind of, you don't really do that, you know?
Yeah.
But I had an outfit that was so similar to Grace. And I just felt like, again, Grace was quite far from me. And so I just thought I have to go in there as her. Like, I just have to really sit in it. And so I wore the whole outfit. I wore glasses. I just went for it. And then so much of our audition was improvisation, which I love. I love improv. And I remember one of the best improv scenes was she wanted me to basically die over like a 2 or 3 minute period. And she would kind of start shouting out like little prompts like, okay, the zombie has now bitten your right leg and now the left side of your neck is bleeding out, and like would kind of give me all these prompts. And then at the end she wanted me to do like a death cry, so not like I was dying, it was like a and then like also just all sorts of hilarious, like super fun things. And I was doing it at Spotlight as well, and the walls in Spotlight are like paper thin. And I remember thinking, oh my God, the poor actors auditioning for various things. I'm like, I felt so bad. But yeah, and then I got the job, and the crazy part was that I didn't, again, because, you know, there's so much secrecy around these games, I wasn't aware that Grace was one of the lead characters. So I kind of showed up to work our first day for our first table read, and I found out there that she was part of the whole story.
Oh,
I remember that.
Wow.
I remember that day.
Do you remember that?
Yeah,
I sort of had this moment, and I remember I went on my lunch break, or maybe it was in the evening when we wrapped up, and I called my family, and I was like, I think I'm a big part.
Oh, that's so sweat.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah, so that was my story, how I got involved.
That's awesome.
For me, to prep for the audition, I'm a method actor, so I went outside, I found a couple of zombies, and I killed them, got some blood on me. And no, I'm just kidding. But I knew I knew what I was auditioning for. And because I was a fan, I went in there first and foremost. I trained for 2 weeks for the audition. There was dramatic scenes. There was a lot of physicality scenes, running, tumbling, drawing your weapon. And at the end of that, I made sure they understood that I was a huge Resident Evil fan. And then after the second audition, we had our callbacks, chemistry reads, and I wrote a letter to the director. And I said, just spilling my heart out, just saying, you know, I know everything about it. I respect this world. And if you give me a shot, I'll give you everything I got. I promise you. And they took that into consideration when I was on that short list. And the fact that I was a fan, they knew the character would be in good hands. But the physicality was interesting. I was an action actor before I auditioned for this, so I had a lot of firearms training, a lot of stunt training. I've been doing my own stunts for almost 15 years, and that helped me walk in the shoes of like a young cop, a rookie cop. And so I would running around the audition with a gun in my hand, just walking, and then they would yell out things kind of like Kate did for you, Angela, and they'd be like, you hear a noise over your right shoulder. That you'd like draw your weapon. It's nothing. Okay. You just keep walking. It's over there on your left side. You know, and they were really testing your how you move and how you react to things, right, Angela? And that's the truth that they wanted in those auditions, and here we are years later.
Yeah, awesome. I would. Do you still have that letter by chance? Is that a keepsake of yours that you wrote to the
That's a
director?
keepsake. That's a very personal thing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Aw.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
Very sweet.
Really good stuff. Faye, Liz, Co, any questions to throw at him? We got about probably 15 minutes or so left.
I've been talking a lot. Go ahead, guys.
I would ask Nick, since you're such a fan, do you have a second favorite after Resident Evil 4?
Mm.
Like you've played them all, you said. Me too. I'm a massive Resident Evil fan. So 4, do you
Yeah.
have another favorite? Is it 2?
No, I've got my own top 3. And so
Okay.
I haven't decided which is number 2, but the top 3 are 4, yes, Resident Evil 4 original. RE7 really, really got me. And that's because I listened to the developers and they urged me, they begged me, they said, play RE7 in VR. The first
Ooh.
time you experience it,
Ooh.
do it in VR because the game was designed to be played in VR. And if you think about the scenarios in the game, you understand that that was their intention. So I did. Game scared the shit out of me. And to me, that was like a real return to form of the old school survival horror genre that these games really started, right? So I respect RE7 so much. And then RE1 HD remake from I think 2001 or 2002 on GameCube. That game is to me quintessential Resident Evil. It's beautiful to this day. That was like 25 years ago. Holy shit.
Yeah.
But that game is perfect. The music, the characters, everything. So those are my top 3.
Nice.
Awesome.
2 of them are mine as well.
Great minds think alike.
Yeah, there you go.
If anyone watching has not played RE7 in VR, I beg you, please do.
I mean, yeah, I
Horrifying.
shared
I
my
don't think I
experience
can
with
do
you.
that.
Horrifying.
That
I don't
was,
think I could
haven't.
do that.
Changes
I've
the
never
way you
played
like
anything in
Jack and
VR.
stalkers.
yeah, that was
That
a
game, that
headset ripoff
RE7
for
makes
me.
you feel things. Yeah. Oh man, there's a few scenes
Yes.
in there where when you see them in VR, it does weird things to your brain.
Yep.
It's crazy. It's awesome.
My brother and
One
I,
of a
we
kind
still
experience.
quote Jack. You know what? You know what's brilliant about Jack? He wasn't even the scariest villain. He was just a dude from the South, a family man. And my brother and I still bark lines at each other over the phone sometimes and say things like, "You gotta eat your supper, Ethan." It's just so funny. But when he's chasing you with a damn shovel, it's like, oh my God. Oh my God. I don't know how they did that, but they did it.
Yeah, it's a hell
Welcome
of a
to
thing.
the family, son.
Well,
Exactly.
Family, son.
It's a hell of a thing. Hell of a thing for sure. Faye, any questions for you here as we are wrapping up a little bit?
I mean, I guess I'll just hit you guys with the classic, Nick, you were a fan for a long time before you became Leon, and Angela, you became like an icon for this series now. What would you recommend to someone who's trying to get into acting for video games or anything like that? Like, do you have any tips or anything like that for them? Any aspiring Resident Evil fans?
Nick?
You want me to go? Okay.
Yeah, you go. Sorry.
I would say that is a question we get asked a lot, and you can't sum it up in like 30 seconds the right
Oh,
way.
yeah.
I could write a book on this stuff, right?
Yep.
There's no one way to do it. Every actor will have a different story about their path. And I would just say generally, be prepared to train, be a student all your life, get involved in as many things as you can. I wouldn't call it voice acting. It's acting at the core of it all. And so
Yeah.
getting on stage will help you. Getting in front of a camera will help you. Taking classes, reading books will help you. Okay. Become an actor, really learn that craft. And also you got to want it for the right reasons. If you're just chasing fame and you want to become the next big viral thing, I think that you lose sight of what's really important, and that is enjoying the journey. It's a creative process. It's a journey. And if you're not enjoying getting there, you're not going to enjoy once you've gotten there. Does that make sense?
Totally.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely, yeah.
enjoy the
So
whole
wise.
process.
So well said. So well
Yeah.
said. I mean, I would say basically the exact same thing. Practice, practice, practice. Acting is a muscle. So if, you're an actor, but you're not taking classes or acting in some way every week, you will lose that muscle and that ability. I think also be an observer of people, like watch people all the time. I mean, in one of the classic first acting classes was I had to kind of follow someone around and observe them and then bring that character to class the next day. I think just observe people, like figure out what kind of makes someone tick, and just don't stop learning, because I think it's such a long journey. And as Nick said, you have to enjoy the journey, because once you get there, you get there. But it's the journey that really
Yeah.
counts. And that's the same with anything in life. But I think love auditioning, like learn to love auditioning, even if
Yep.
you get rejected, 9.999 times out of 10. You have to enjoy it, and you have to kind of throw yourself in 110% all the time. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And one more
Awesome
thing, guys.
advice.
I just want to add this because this is true in life. Just be kind, right? Don't be an asshole.
Always.
Just, be kind, and people will want to work with you. That's a life lesson, right?
And also, like you said, Nick, and someone said this to me very early on, but like work gets work. So
Yeah.
just
Mm.
like you said, try everything. Like do stage, do TV, do film, do short films, do classes. Just keep meeting people, because you have no idea. First of all, I always say, if you take one friend from every job, like you are winning, because the more people you meet, the more roads that kind of somehow open for you. And you never know what leads to, the next thing, or the job that kind of means the most to you, or you just never know. I mean, I even think when I first was acting, I wasn't necessarily thinking about video games yet. And then this came my way, and it's been probably my favorite job. I've loved every single second of it. And I never would have, it wasn't part of my master plan, but it just kind of came my way. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. This sounds amazing. I
Right.
think you just have to go for everything. And
I'll be your friend from this
yeah.
set.
No.
You are my friend from the set.
Oh,
This
cute.
job in particular, though, we got really lucky. I feel like we got a
Oh, Angela's cutting up a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Did we
We're
Losing her.
losing
We're
connection.
losing her slowly?
Oh.
Yeah. We'll give it a sec for the connection to stabilize. Nick, can we get a be nice and Leon, please? If you could do this.
Hey, be nice.
Oh.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I think Angela stabilized a little bit there. Co, any final thoughts, questions, anything?
I was going to say for that guy in chat earlier who heard Angela's story about following someone around and acting like them, and then he said, "I tried that and got arrested." She was at an acting class, and please keep that in mind. That
Very true.
Okay.
acting class.
So-
It was an acting class.
Yes. Well, funny enough, Angela, one of the final questions I wanted to ask you, you kind of alluded to just a second ago, but now that you've had this big history of film, this is your first video game. How do you feel about the video game world? Like, is this something you want to start really
I'm
leaning
obsessed.
into? And I
Yeah.
would probably ask Nick the same question, but I think I know the answer, to be honest. But yeah, like how does this all feel?
I think what surprised me the most was how, like, the world building is so humongous in games. And I think also because players spend so much longer with characters, there's such a connection between the player and the character in a way that you don't necessarily always get with film. We watch a film for 2 hours, and sure, you can watch it over and over again, but to play a game is like 9-10 hours, or depending how good you are, but and then you play it over and over. And I think I loved that element of knowing that someone's going to sit with this character for so long, and also just how creative you have to be in the game world, both on the developer's side, but also as an actor, because like Nick said, you are creating everything from your imagination. And so in that way, you're like a child again. And that is so fun. And a real challenge. But the world of games really opened up to me like 2 years ago, and it's blown my mind. I mean, the storytelling is out of this world and so beautiful. And yeah, I love it.
Awesome.
I'm sold.
Awesome.
There you go.
So we can
yes, I
expect
would
you in more
totally
games
love
then.
to do more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ooh.
great stuff.
Love to hear it.
Nick, for you, lifelong gamer, what have you been playing recently? Besides Resident Evil 9, of course. What else is in your
The best
your
question.
PCs or your consoles?
Too many games, man. Geez, I mean, with friends, you'll always find me playing some Rocket League, Helldivers 2, some Call of Duty.
Okay.
Let's see, and then solo. I've been a solo gamer all my life too. I fly a lot, so on planes, my little Nintendo Switch Lite is my best friend right now, and I played a lot of Metroidvania games. Now that is my favorite genre, is Metroidvania.
Okay.
Grew up with Castlevania, grew up with Metroid, grew up with Mega Man, all these like unlocking levels. So I just recently played like Silk Song, loved
Silk
it, Hollow
Song.
Knight,
That was
Blasphemous,
Song.
these types of games I love. I'm a Final Fantasy guy, so I just played Final Fantasy VII Remake for the first time. Now I'm moving on to Rebirth. Wish me good luck. You'll always find me playing Zelda's Silent Hill 2 Remake. I'm about to beat. I want to go on Silent Hill F. I got a backlog like you wouldn't believe. Lies of P I want to play. Love Bloodborne. Too many games,
Bloodborne.
but one game I would love to be a part of is I heard a rumor. If you guys heard this, that a rumor that they're going to be doing like a AAA Ninja Turtles open world game in New York City.
I'm sorry,
Wow.
what?
No.
I just saw that recently. That
I'm on board.
it might be a rumor.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
might be.
No,
a rumor.
you
I'm
sold
not
it to me. I
confirming
think they
this,
should make that. Yeah, that sounds like a game.
but
we
it's
should
on the
play.
internet, so it's got to be true. And if they do that, I would die to play Casey Jones. Casey Jones is one of my favorite characters in pop culture of all time, and I would die. Let's start the rumor right now.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Whoever's casting for that game, you heard him. You heard him right there.
Yeah.
There's his contact
That'd be good.
information. His Instagram's on his bottom right there.
Yep.
Go find him.
Come into it. Angela, have you been playing anything recently at all?
Not recently, honestly. I haven't, but I do have my Nintendo Switch,
Okay.
and I'm diving back in. But I feel like I think I need to tap into Zelda. I feel like you recommended
yeah.
that, Nick, and that sounds very up my alley.
I grew up with
I'm
that. You'd
gonna
love
like
it.
that one.
Very different
Yeah.
than Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Little
yeah,
bit,
just
little bit,
a little bit.
little bit.
Little bit. Yeah.
Little bit.
I've yet to play Zelda as well.
Oh, you should play, Liz. I think you'd enjoy.
Thinking.
Enjoy.
Yeah, video games, good stuff.
Video games are good,
Good
stuff.
stuff.
I agree.
Love video games.
Liz,
They're all right.
Faye,
They're all right. Yeah.
any final questions here before we let the two actors get back to their Sunday?
They're acting.
No,
They're
you guys
acting.
were amazing. I'm out of questions.
Fantastic.
It was so great meeting you guys.
Thank you guys so much. It's so nice to meet you.
Yeah, thank you so
Yeah,
much for
thanks for
being
your
here.
time, guys. I hope everyone
Thanks
watching
for
had a good
having
time.
us.
Real quick,
It's
Yeah.
always fun talking about this stuff because we love it.
Yeah.
final words. Like you hear this meme on TikTok all the time. Like, we made the right people famous. It's so clear you guys, our heads are in the right place. Like, please keep doing games. We really appreciate it. You guys are killing it. So just thank you so much for coming on. It's been awesome.
Thank you. That means a lot.
Yep.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Make sure to check them both out on Instagram. You can see their Instagram below their titles here on the stream. Anything you guys want to say at the end, Angela and Nick, before we let you go?
I would love to say thank you to just all the fans for welcoming me and Grace into the RE community with open arms and just being so wonderful and kind. It's meant a lot to me, and it's just been so nice to start this journey with you all. So thank you so much.
And I want to thank the fans of the Resident Evil franchise just for keeping this franchise going, because you guys have demanded more over the past. This is the 30th anniversary, guys. They wouldn't keep making these games if
Crazy.
you weren't playing them and loving them and talking about them online. So thank you so much for keeping my favorite franchise going, and thank you to Capcom. But thank you guys, everyone watching. We love you.
Fantastic. Thank you both so much. We'll let you get back to your Sunday. See you in the next game.
All right.
Whatever it is.
Take care.
Appreciate you. We'll see you guys.
Bye.
Thank you,
Have a
guys.
good rest of your day. Fantastic stuff. That was awesome. Those two are great.
Not me
Man.
tearing up.
Oh, Liz with the
No.
all tear up. Yeah.
She needs a tissue.
Yeah. I wanted to ask Ange. I have a theory about Resident Evil, and I think it's that the FBI director, beginning of the game, I think he's the real villain.
He's so sus.
Who
yeah.
the fuck
He's an
sends a new
asshole.
FBI person to a place where bad things
Oh.
happen to family
Oh.
members by herself? What are we
Yeah,
doing?
a technical analyst. She's not even
I
a field
cannot
agent.
believe that
Technical
shit.
Get
analyst.
over it. Like, hello?
It's so
She's like,
Walk
stupid.
it off.
I'm not going to ask you to do this, but go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Jesus.
I'm sorry about your mom. It's-
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
Man, it's a trauma garden. Like, it's just growing trauma. Like, how do you, oh my God. Anyway.
Yes.
He's
Yes.
definitely sus.
I think the whole fan base is mad at the boss.
Yes, as they should
Oh,
be.
for sure.
I also,
Yeah.
I forgot now, I wanted to ask Angela if she thinks that Grace is a good FBI agent.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Sorry, I just had a random robot voice talk in my house and I had to panic a little bit. This is a thing that happens. I don't know what's causing it, but there's a
Umbrella?
random,
Is that you?
I don't know. There's a random AI voice.
What,
that
what,
I mean,
what
We're
did it say?
watching.
I don't know. I always have headphones on when it happens. So I just hear, it might,
Maybe it was your dog.
well, it could be the dog, could be Ollie, could also be my refrigerator, could also be the
Oh.
security system. I don't have
Your
like an
fridge
Alexa.
talks?
Yeah, I've got like, it's like one of those fridges with the,
Dude, one of these days, like
Panels
two guys
on
are going to be robbing behind you, talking to each other, and you're going to just be streaming away. Oh, it's just my fridge, guys. It's fine.
yeah, it's pretty much. It's pretty much it. You're not wrong.
Oh,
You're not
God.
wrong.
Oh, my Lord.
All right, let's shift gears and talk a little bit about news and what else we've been playing. This past week, obviously, I think Slay the Spire 2 kind of dominated everything,
yeah.
including the player numbers on Steam.
Yeah,
They
I was
crossed,
going to
like,
say, what are we up to?
they crossed
570?
500,000 yesterday, which
And I think today they went even higher. If I'm not
Really?
mistaken, my chat was freaking. I think during the show,
Oh, yeah.
they got like 550
574.
concurrent. Incredible.
500,074. That
And what's
is
even crazier
crazy.
is to think not 2 weeks ago, we had Tyler of Nugenics posting like, we're now the most played roguelite concurrently ever. Like world, like ever. And that was 2 weeks ago. And then now here we are 2 weeks later, 5 times that.
Yes.
Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's been awesome.
Crazy.
Co and I have been playing it. I was playing the co-op of it, which is actually like
Can you get into that? I don't even like can't even
Yes.
wrap my head around how that would work.
it. So they basically just increase the HP values of the enemies, and then 1 to 4 players kind of just all attack at the same time. But you can like combo
Oh.
off of each other, and there are like link cards that are activated when you play co-op. I had a great time. I didn't play the first
So
one.
it's still only 2 turns?
Yes, it's still only 2 turns. Basically,
Oh.
the enemy goes, and then when it says like the enemy's dealing 15 damage, you're both taking 15 damage. So you both have to like block and all that stuff. It's
So
great.
they're always AoEing you every
Mhm.
time?
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
The co-op is really
Guess that's how
good.
they balance it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really fun. We ran into
Awesome.
a boss. There was 2 of us. We ran into a boss, and they had 1,000 HP. So the HP
Oh,
does
wow.
scale pretty high.
Mm.
I would assume that's even more so with 4 people. So, Slay the Spire, Faye, Liz, have you guys dabbled at all in the first one or even the second?
What? Oh, I'm so sorry. Please don't kill me. But what even is Slay the Spire? Is it like a
Yeah, no problem.
It's a
turn-based
video game.
card
It's indie.
game?
It's an
a
indie
video
game.
game?
Yeah, it's how would you? I guess a card game.
A
It is-
turn-based
builder.
roguelike card battler.
Yeah,
Got it. Okay. That sounds
there you go.
interesting.
I think
Did
you
you
would
read
like
that
it,
off
Faye.
somewhere, Cole?
You think so?
No.
Yeah, Faye, I think you'd like it, knowing what you've played in the past and knowing what your interests are. I can pull
Okay.
this up. This is Slay the Spire 2 here from
Ah,
Post
I see.
yesterday or something like
Is
that.
2 something you can jump right into, or do I need to
Yes.
play the first one?
I've never played the first one. And I have about
Okay.
what? I think I'm 15, 20 hours into this one. I am in full-on addiction.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
this game
already?
is
Yeah, wow.
super cool.
I didn't
Yeah,
play the first
it's-
one either. It's the only person that
What's-
did was Zeke, was our other host,
Hmm.
and he put like 2,000 hours into it or something.
What's
crazy.
really fun
Wow.
about it is it's one of those games where every time you play it, you're learning or unlocking or gaining something. You're always making progress, even if you're getting your butt kicked in the first area. And then you're
Mhm.
kind of unlocking different classes. Each class has a different play style, so you can kind of find one you like and lean into it if you want to. The goal is to kind of do
Right.
them all eventually. But yeah, it's a blast, man. It's very easy to
Yeah.
understand, but lots of synergies to master.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it looks fun.
It's good.
So are the cards you get like randomized, or like how do you get the cards? You build a deck before you go in. You pick them up along the way.
You take it. You played more. You try to
Okay.
explain it.
I was going to say you take it, but okay. So the way that it works is it's kind of a combination of picking your route, like picking where you're going to go through kind of the little RNG pathway. It's done in kind of acts. So there's an act where you start, you move your way through fights, treasure chests, and events. And then you get up to a boss. You beat the boss, you get like a big reward, and then you go to the next act. After 3 acts, you win. But it's a combination of RNG because you're constantly having to select from like 3 cards given to you to build your deck out. And you can also skip cards to keep your deck smaller, which I'm just learning how to do appropriately.
Everyone
and that way
is
you
yelling
get the
at me
better
about
cards
that.
more.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean it's so yeah. The way that it works, if you just get a huge deck, and I mean everyone likes big decks, right? But I mean if you just get a huge deck, you rarely get the cards you need. So if you have a 45 card deck and 20 of the cards are okay, then you could go 5 hands and only get okay cards, and then you're dead. Later in the game, you're just dead if that happens. But if you keep you can keep spending resources to par your deck down, or you can skip selecting cards, and that way you keep a really tight, agile deck that like gets all the good cards all the time. And that's kind of the goal. You want towards the end of the game, you want to have kind of like a relatively fine-tuned build, and it's a small deck, and every card's working towards what you want to do. You don't have filler cards or cards that are low level and wasted. So that's just something you kind of learn as you play. But at the beginning of the game, and even still now, you can just do whatever you want. It's fine most of the time.
I think I would really like it because back in the day, I used to play a lot of Wizards 101. And some elements that you're talking about, like how you organize your deck and stuff, is very like how I played Wizards 101. It's a turn-based game. You get the little cards. The only difference is before you go into a fight, you build your deck out first with like spells and stuff that you found along the way. So yeah, I think I would really like it. Maybe I'll join the little Slay the Spire 2 addiction.
You should do it. You should do it. Yeah, if you want to play, I think Jenny and I are playing co-op tonight. If you want to jump in, Faye is the third. The only thing I will say, if you take too long on your fucking turns, Faye, I'll get angry. Okay? We got to choose. We got to get through these fucking rounds. Okay? We had a 2 hour run yesterday to get to the Act 3 boss. That was I was late for a sponsored stream.
I'm sure the sponsor would understand.
Yeah. It was a lot. Slay the Spire 2.
I'm down to jump in.
It's been good. It's been fun. Definitely check it out if you're. It's also how is it? $30, $20? It's not expensive.
Oh, it's not. It's very well priced.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad at all. Yeah.
It's great, dude.
Yeah. It's very good. Also,
selling millions and millions of copies right now.
I was told by my chat that you and I both don't read cards fully. So if you want to co-op,
well, funny story. Nobody that plays the game does.
Okay, great. Yeah, true.
Not a single person.
Yeah. Fantastic. Yep. What else has happened in the world of news? Highguard came out and permanently shut down, or will be, I guess, on March the 12th. Shocking no one. We kind of all thought that was going to happen as soon as they fired most of the staff. I don't know what to say about that. Just sad all around. I saw a lot of people, out there like blaming Jeff and all that stuff, and I don't necessarily agree with that whole sentiment. I feel like if you get offered,
I strongly disagree with it.
Yeah, if you get offered what Jeff offered those devs in terms of the spotlight, you take it 100 times out of 100.
Oh yeah.
100%.
It's just, I guess that's the business, unfortunately. But yeah, it's gone, or at least 4 days from now. They put out like a final patch that had a new character, I think a new map, maybe some new items or a battle pass that was free. I don't think they're charging for anything like that, but it's gone on the 12th. Kind of shocking no one. The only thing that I guess I was upset about is that everyone that was rooting for it to fail got what they wanted, and that kind of pissed me off because I don't ever want to ever give people that are like rooting for something like that to fail the satisfaction, I suppose.
Right.
But yeah, those are my thoughts on it. I don't know if you guys have anything else to add on Highguard shutting down. As we're watching kind of Marathon go through this weekend with their launch, and seeing all the numbers and stuff around that. It's
Yeah. The stuff with Jeff was there's two important things that happened. First of all, the biggest issue I think is that a lot of people felt like Jeff overhyped it. He made the game seem like it was too good, and that contributed to the game's downfall. And I agree. Like when people go in with expectations that will never be met, that's a big problem. That's an issue.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I will say that that was a thing. The only big thing that I think people need to realize though is that any company would take that opportunity that Jeff offered them. And most importantly, if the game was good, that opportunity would have been life-changing for Highguard. And I don't mean good as in like, oh, it was a bad game. I mean, like if the game was good for public consumption, if the game was going to be popular, if the game would have been popular, what Jeff did would have put it in like a shoot for the moon category. That would have been one of the biggest opportunities they could have ever received. If the game was good, like if it was a game that was set up for that amount of hype. So if anything, like a lot of people get mad at Jeff and say overhyped it, but it's like, I mean, there has to be something said about the devs accepting the offer. There has to be something about the way that they were silent between the end and release. Like there were a lot of decisions that were not made well by the devs. And like, there's people that are blaming Jeff for the fall of Highguard. That's bullshit, man.
Yeah.
Like that's just bullshit. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Like, sure, there were things to talk about and how it went, but dude, Highguard failed because of Highguard. End of story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Co, what do you think the Highguard needed to make it more appealing to the public? Like, what were some big, gameplay or whatever? Because my thing is, I was talking about this earlier today, and no hate, but aesthetically, for me, Highguard could have been any game, adventure, like battle royale, whatever, and I would have never touched it because just aesthetically, I was not into it. But I know a lot of issues that people had with Highguard was the actual gameplay. But I didn't even play it. So I'm just curious what you think it needed.
So the type of game itself, we've seen massive similar games fail. So just that alone, I think should have been a giant red flag that something needs to be done that's different and most importantly, like globally acceptable and easy to consume. If you're doing a free-to-play game, you need as many people to play that as possible. So you need your game to be easy to understand. You need people to have fun time playing it, all this stuff. When my first round of Highguard was with 2 public players. They didn't know, my mic wasn't working. The entire round, these guys are asking each other questions. What are we supposed to be doing now? Where are we supposed to be going? It says up there, do this. Wait, are we supposed to do that? Are we supposed to farm now? What are we supposed to do? By the end of the first round, they were both just like, oh yeah, that was okay, I guess. Yeah. And it very much sounded like neither of them were really enthusiastic or going to play again. That was Highguard's problem. That was the issue, in my opinion. If you're going to make a free-to-play game that is supposed to be like publicly easily accessible and stuff, they did not do enough playtesting to make the game in a way where people could just log in and have fun. They were trying to figure out the mechanics, trying to figure out where to go, trying to figure out what to do. And it's a competitive game. So if your team, not only do you need to know what to do, your teammates need to know what to do, or you're going to lose, which of course is not going to be a great time. So there's all sorts of problems where it's like, I said this right when the game needed a public playtesting. It did not need to come out in 1.0. It needed to do a public playtest. It needed feedback on how to properly get it to its large audience. And then it had to show work to get there and then ask for people's money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was, again, just another very poor decision. They thought they could do it themselves without public input, and they couldn't, is what it came down to. So if they would have had that, like, I think it really would have helped the project. I mean, if I had sat down with that project before it went live, I would have been like, this needs to be, I think most people would have in a lot of ways, not just me. It's weird. It's weird that it got out at that point.
That was also the weird thing, because they said everyone that played it, including Jeff, was like, this is an incredible game. Like, that's a weird thing,
though. And I'd love for one of these people to talk about this. I'm 90% certain they were in like perfect environment playtesting. Yeah. Where they had devs asking questions. Everyone knew what they were doing. In a situation like that, games like Highguard can be a good time. It's fun with friends, right? If everyone you're playing with knows exactly what they're doing, if everyone's having a good time, anytime someone asks a question, a dev answers it. Like, sure, most people could have fun in that situation. The problem is that's 98% of what people are not going to get in their environment. They're not going to have people always answering questions. They're not going to know where to go. They're not going to have friends to play with.
Yeah.
So they didn't prepare for that. It was pretty clear the game was not really set up for that at all.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
yeah, that's why you saw 100K the first day and
Definitely see that.
fraction
Yeah.
the next day.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah, Liz,
So-
did you have any connection with Highguard? That I'm assuming you saw the trailer and you were probably just like, oh, that's not single player. Next.
I honestly hardly ever watch trailers because
Yeah.
most of the time I know if I want to play a game without watching the trailer.
Okay.
And then if I know I want to play it, I don't want to spoil myself. It's very
I'm the
rare that I
same
watch
exact way.
trailers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm
And
the
yeah,
opposite.
it's
I love the
I
trailers.
haven't even I just Googled what Highguard even is.
Really? So it wasn't even like
Yeah.
in the idea that it was shutting
Oh,
down.
wow.
I heard of it, but Fatality said like didn't like the aesthetic, so I was like, okay, now I want to see how it looks like. It looks a bit generic.
Yeah.
I will.
It looks like so many games that are coming out these days. They all have like the same taste, and it's like it's nothing like I don't know. I kind of miss the stylized games, you know, where you can look at it and you know, like, oh, this is like BioShock, this is Fable, you know.
Yeah.
Everything looks
Yeah.
so colorful and so much energy and so many effects and so much action, and that's so many games. And that's not my style of game.
Sure.
I prefer other stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah. There's
So-
something, by the way,
Mhm.
that's so I'm trying to figure out how to categorize it or put a term to it, but I guess pure of the fact that you didn't know about Highguard.
I am not
I
a lot
love
on social
that.
media.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like there's like a almost jealousy from me of like, you didn't have to deal with any of that shit. You just existed in the single player world. That's great.
I'm just chilling in Switzerland. And
Yeah,
I'm
there's-
surrounded by the Alps. I'm shielded from it all.
You're a son of a bitch. That's what you are.
I think Highguard just bounced off the Alps and just
Yeah.
went back into
Yeah,
Europe and us. Yeah.
That's accurate. No one's played it over there. That's
Unrelated
100%.
note, I need to move to Switzerland.
We all do, apparently. Yeah,
We
we all
welcome
do.
you. We welcome you. You and your big
Oh,
Nice
basement.
my Lord.
timeline.
Yes, absolutely. Jeez. What else is going on in the news? Faye, you wanted to jump in real quick though? I don't want to cut you off a second time.
Yeah, I was just going to say, so now, you know, Highguard had its issues, moving away from that.
Yeah.
But now we have a new contender, Marathon. Kind of like the talk of the town lately.
Yeah.
JP, Liz, would you say you feel the same, different? I know my experience with Marathon is fine. I honestly really would have loved to see the game as like some sort of shooter adventure single player game. That's just a single player gamer in me.
Yep.
My only real issue with Marathon, and kind of tying into what Ko said about Highguard, is like, you know, I'm a new player. I did the tutorial. But when you go into a game that's supposed to be fast paced and you're like fighting these robots and you're like running away from enemies, you know, I'm trying to pick up ammo or I'm trying to find like this thing I need, and everything is named some obscene tech name, and I'm like, what the hell am I picking up? I'm like, I just need some light ammo
That's
for
the
this SMG.
Smorp
Like,
X2
yeah.
1.45. Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, I need health. I'm dying. Here's a biotechnical organic matter
Yeah.
healing thing. And I'm like, like, nothing looks familiar, and it's making me freak out. And then I get shot in the head and die. And I'm just like, this is not great for new users, but maybe, you know, maybe that's just me. So I wanted to see what you guys thought, kind of tying into the whole Highguard thing.
Yeah.
For the record, that is some of the loudest feedback right now about the game. You're not wrong.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It I played a little bit of Marathon. I played the stress test and I was like, yeah, this is fine. And then I had some buddies, Gmart and Albie were playing. And they were like, hey, you want to come and play with us? I said, sure, let's jump in. We played for about 2.5 hours. I had like I think that game is fine. Like I don't have strong feelings towards it being bad or anything. And I think player counts have been okay. I saw it drop below 100K, so everyone was losing their minds and saying like, oh, you know, it's going to fail. I don't necessarily know if that's true. I think it has some lasting power, whereas Highguard doesn't. There's some oddities around the game that have come out, and I think especially with Highguard having what happened to it, there's a target on Marathon's back unfortunately, and maybe mistakenly, because they're not exactly the same situation and same scenario. Highguard's the newer studio and doesn't have like PlayStation and Bungie behind it like Marathon does, so that's a little bit different there. Didn't have like a massive thing or a stealth launch. Pretty much everyone knows what Marathon is at this point from the trailers and all the footage they've put out. So I think it's gonna be fine. I just think that some of the stuff they're doing is kind of hurting them, and it's their own fault. Like there was stuff that came out where they were asking reviewers to hold off on reviews.
Yeah.
Not they were
Oh.
suggesting it, I guess is what how they phrased it. Because they were waiting for content to come out in late March that I think is like another level or something like that. But it was like a strong suggestion, like, hey, you should wait to review the game until all the content is out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's,
Why didn't they bring it all out at once?
yeah, well, I mean, that's like the live service platform, right? Like I guess you hold content to keep people constantly wanting to come back to your game week after week. But Liz, with kind of what you just said, shouldn't the game do that itself, right? Is ultimately what you were kind of getting at. So I don't know. It's a little bit odd for them to ask to hold review scores until the rest of the
Yeah.
game's out.
Especially after they just
Yeah.
delayed it for
Yeah.
what? Yeah, that's so weird.
Yeah.
But so to go into it a little bit, Marathon is not a high guard. Because of Destiny, Marathon will probably always have at least a relatively decent amount of players. The people that are playing Marathon and like the art style and are PvPvE players and play enough to understand the items are really enjoying Marathon. There are people that have 20 plus hours. The subreddit is full of people that love it. Like there is a core community of Marathon that is really, really enjoying it.
Right.
I think the issue is that core community going to be large enough for Sony to be happy with how things are going, especially considering they, bought Bungie for like 3.5 billion. Marathon did not meet Highguard's numbers for maximum players. And they did a massive, massive push on Twitch, which was very, very expensive. I mean, they sponsored the like top 20 of some of the biggest casters on. And we saw a player decrease the next day, which does not bode super well for the people that did that. I mean, who thought like, let's spend a bunch of ad money. I'm sure it'll, like that money doesn't really seem to translate. So I think that even though the game, if in any quality or any classification, Marathon is a success. I mean, almost 100,000 players probably, and that's only on Steam, probably way more on console. Everyone you see playing it has purchased the game at $40. So obviously it's making it's selling a ton of copies, making a lot of people happy. But I think the next question is like, okay, it's a success. Is it a success in Sony's eyes? Because at the end of the day, they're the ones that are going to decide the path of Marathon. Let's be real. It's not Bungie because they're a Sony company. So that's what we're going to be seeing in the next few weeks. And I think that's where the conversation is more. I don't think the conversation is Marathon successful. I think the conversation is how successful is Marathon, and is it enough for Sony?
That's a good point. Yeah.
So we'll see.
Liz, what'd you
probably join in the conversation because I had to look up.
Googling
Well, that's what I was gonna say. You obviously Googled Marathon. What are your first impressions?
I saw a lot of people running.
Yes. Yeah.
A lot of running.
Oh, no. This is the game. Oh,
yeah, of course.
Okay.
But idiot me, I just typed in marathon into Google and I was surprised to see a lot of people running. And I was like, oh yeah, of course, you have to add game to that as well. Visually, it looks cool, but it's again one of those flashy, high effects shooters. When I play a shooter, I need something like Fallout or the old Counter-Strike. Not a lot of distraction on the screen. I can't filter for the important things. I see everything at once. So if there's a lot of stuff going on the screen, a pop-up here, you have to talk to someone there, you have to fight your way through something all at once. I'm lost. So this is why I don't play games like these or something like Valorant, for example. It's just too flashy for me. But visually, it looks gorgeous. Like, I love the lighting in the screenshots that I see here on Steam.
Oh yeah.
Looks very cool.
Yeah, I would
Mhm.
say the art is also one of the other contested. Well, for
It's a
other
flavor.
reasons, but also the current
It's a
art.
flavor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's very bright. There are moments also when I'm playing it that it like you'll walk into a room and the almost like digital vibrance, like a red room, is
Yeah.
blindingly red. And then there's like a little dude in the corner that has a gun that's shooting you, and it's like, what? I'm so fucking
Where
blind.
was he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely crazy. So, I'm sure. Ollie, calm down. I'm sure people will keep an eye on it, player wise, and it's already being put up against Slay the Spire 2, and everyone's like, oh, this other indie game is blowing this game out of the water, but it's apple and oranges. It's so
Yeah,
much
apples
Completely
and
different.
yeah,
They're
completely
very different games.
yeah. Speaking of Sony, there was some Bloomberg reporting. Our our friend Jason Schreier came out and said that Sony is pulling back from PlayStation games on the PC, which sucks.
Oh my god,
Yep.
no.
Yeah. So if you were one to play Ghost of Yote on PC, not coming out.
Wait, they
Wow.
changed that.
Yeah.
Wasn't that already announced that this comes to PC?
Nope.
No?
Ghost
Okay.
of Yote.
Was I just hoping?
Yeah, that was hopium with a lot of people because Ghost of Tsushima was so well received. I thought it sold super well on PC.
Oh, that sucks.
But yeah, it's not coming out.
Really sucks.
Also means
wonder
Wolverine.
why.
Well, they cited bad
Ah.
sales and like what was the term here? Because they did have. Okay, this is what Jason Schreier was saying. He said PlayStation declined to comment on this. One is that several recent PlayStation games have not sold well on the PC. And also that, for so long, PlayStation wanted to keep all of their tentpole franchises exclusive to the console. So maybe they're going back for that. He cites that the strategy has been muddled and confused a lot of players. The fact that PC releases arrived months or years later after the games came to the PlayStation in the first place is kind of confusing. I kind of agree with that. If they launched at the same time, I don't know, maybe it would have done well. It's wild to see, PlayStation do something like this when Capcom is out there talking about how PC is dominating sales, like that it's 50% of all of their sales. So,
Yep.
yeah.
Isn't it a decision from Sony to make it exclusive for a certain amount of time and then release it to computer?
Yes. Yeah. There was always a delay.
So they're complaining about their
double
own restriction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's so dumb.
Yep.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
It's very odd. It's very odd.
Are they just going to not release Sony games on PC anymore?
Mhm.
Is that what's
Apparently.
happening?
That's the look of it.
So
Yeah.
does that put GTA 6 at risk then?
Well, GTA is
for
just
PC.
Rockstar.
Yeah, it's Rockstar.
Yeah,
They don't.
has
they're-
nothing
Oh,
they
to
it's
do
don't
with
just
worry
Sony.
about it.
oh
Yeah, so they're
unrelated.
good.
Okay, sorry, I'm dumb.
No. The funny part is you're the I saw a lot of chatters when I brought this up that were also thinking Rockstar was owned by Sony. So I don't know where that came from,
Okay,
but you're
okay.
not alone in that thought process.
But what you are in the right line of thinking though. Any Sony-owned studio will most likely
Right.
not be on PC.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's
Wow.
wild to think. It's wild to think if if Helldivers had come out this year, it wouldn't have been on PC.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
it's
That's
really
true.
popular on PC too.
Oh, it's like the lifeblood
Yeah.
in a lot of
Yeah.
ways. Like there's big communities based on PC for that game. So
Yeah.
yeah, weird.
Yeah.
Sad. I would have
So
loved
that's
to see Yote on a PC. Like that
Yeah,
game's
that
gorgeous.
would have been.
It's also weird to
What
think-
about God of War games?
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good point.
Well,
yeah.
was Ragnarok? Ragnarok came out, right?
The
The
Sony?
It's on PC.
Yeah, so I guess whatever future
Yeah,
ones
but
they
they
have.
they announced that they're gonna start the development of
Dude.
the first trilogy remake,
Yeah.
right? With the original
Oh,
voice
man.
actor.
Yeah, no, that you're right. I guess those aren't going to be
Oh,
on
boo!
PC.
Yeah.
It
Ah,
seems like a
Sony,
really
damn
dumb
you!
move. Yeah.
Yeah.
This doesn't seem like a smart move at all.
Yeah, I don't understand the line of like thinking they're going with, because I feel like not a lot of people, if any, are gonna spend $500 on like a PlayStation just to play a couple games, you know, when they already have a
Yeah.
PC set up.
Yeah. I am seeing
Maybe
chat.
the
Oh, go ahead.
sorry.
No, go ahead.
Maybe they see the price for like developing it both on computer and on console, and the money they get back. I don't know, like I think from my understanding it's pretty easy to make a game for a console because the components are all the same, so it's not as complex as making it work for every variety of computer there could be.
Yeah. Well, the other thing too is they have a studio that do a lot of those PC ports, right? Nix's, Nixxes, I think. They just let go of Blue Point. They shut down the company, which was kind of their remake company. Are they going to start to like, if they're not doing PC ports, are they just going to let Nixxes go next? Is that going to be the next story out of them? Like, are they screwed? I don't know.
Would be the logical step, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it like set in stone? Is it officially announced, or is it just like they're toying with the idea?
It's Trier basically got everything but like a hard confirmation from Sony announcing it themselves. He's usually pretty on point when it comes to that reporting. He's not just going to put out like blatantly false information. So I trust him enough to be solid in that regard. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Speaking of new consoles, Microsoft put this out, I guess, because GDC
this is
happening.
So weird.
Yeah.
Like they have a console coming out. There's apparently going to be no exclusives. It seems like this project was in the pipeline, and one of the justifications that is being rumored and kicked around is that the reason it's going through is because like basically they've already put so much into it, they like have to get it out.
Yeah.
But they just completely shook up the Xbox division. They're not going to have exclusives for this thing. It's a mess, dude. It's a mess. It's like a PC that maybe it's supposed to go against the Steam thing. I don't know, but yeah, dude.
Oh, is it a handheld
Copilot
console?
box? Yeah.
No, what? No one knows. All they did was
we don't know yet.
Oh.
It was this video, and it revealed Project Helix, and that was it.
And the rumors
the
that
logo
it's
is nice.
their next gen thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is a separate tweet that came from the newly appointed CEO Asha Sharma, who said, "Great start to the morning with Team Xbox, where we talked about our commitment to the return of Xbox project. Sorry, the return of Xbox, including Project Helix, the code name for our next generation console." This is maybe the most important line in what she said. She says, Project Helix will lead in performance and play your Xbox and PC games. So is it just a computer? Like, I don't know.
And PC games
maybe
is
it is
really
like
weird
Steam Deck.
there.
Yeah. Looking forward to chatting more about this with
machine,
partners and studios at my first. That's also a crazy line. At my first GDC next week. Like a fucking Microsoft Gaming CEO going to their first GDC. Ugh.
That is, God, that hurts to hear.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe we'll get some reporting or after the fact hear about whatever this is. I would think any transparency that Microsoft can kind of put out about this stuff now would benefit them tenfold. But, it's up to them. It's a project name, so it's not even, I guess, fully realized. It's not going to be the name of the system. It just depends on whatever they go with. And Xbox has obviously been really good at naming consoles, making sure that everything is super clear with all of their different SKUs over the
numbers
past 10
and stuff.
years. Yeah.
Xbox Series XL 370.
Yeah.
Stealth Elite.
Could be a nightmare. Yes. We'll see. I guess code no GDC for you. What does that mean? If you don't mind me asking, does that mean all those meetings are canceled? Do you have fill-ins for those meetings?
Well, thankfully my team for Emberville is still there.
Okay.
So like there's a whole lot of people there doing a whole lot of things. I'm definitely calling into a few of the important ones.
Got it.
And I'm doing them remotely and stuff like that. But
okay.
There were a few like things that I was going to GDC to do that have been rescheduled to next month, and yeah, the
Cool.
stuff that needs to be done before EA.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Fun stuff. That'll be usually not that much news out of GDC in terms of like announcements and things like that.
It's GDC is more of like a behind the scenes networking kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's not really like a big announcement con.
Yeah. But if there is anything, you know, we'll talk
a lot
about
of
it next week.
big like corpo announcement stuff, like, you know, and a lot of workshops and things like that as well.
Yep.
Talks.
Yep. Trying to see if there's any other news that I missed. I have to ask, Liz, are you a Pokemon fan by chance? Okay, you're in
No.
company here. Co and I are not as well. Faye, I don't know where you stand on the Pokepia life. Are you out?
I think I would really like Pokepia. I love a game where I can just sit there and drool on myself and like play like something like simple-minded. So if anyone wants to send me a Switch 2,
There you go.
I would love to Pokepia. But I don't know. I haven't seen much from it. I guess it's like, what is it, Animal Crossing, but with little
Yes.
Pokemons?
Pretty
Sounds
much.
cute.
That's
Sure.
what I've seen. Yeah, more. It's from the devs that did Dragon Quest Builders. I think there's a lot of devs from the Dragon Quest Builders team on it, so it's a little bit of that as well. But I've heard pretty good things about it.
I think I might have been into it if it wasn't the voxels, man. I'm not a voxels guy.
You just can't stand the voxels.
Not a voxels guy.
Okay.
The big blocks.
Yeah.
The Minecraft blocks.
Funny enough, it's the best reviewed Pokemon game like ever.
It's doing great.
So
Doing really well.
it's probably gonna sell a shit ton of copies. Yeah, maybe the highest selling game of the year, like unironically.
Wow.
It'll do very well. But I haven't checked it out yet. Yeah, and that's a great thing to say. It's not made by Game Freak, which is typically the Pokemon devs, people that own the Pokemon IP.
All the best Pokemon games are made by them.
Yeah, exactly.
Jeez, man.
What else story-wise? Bunch of preview stuff went out for Crimson Desert. A lot of people said that is going to be super fun. A lot of systems.
There's some crazy stuff coming out about Crimson Desert. I just saw a video yesterday of the flying, like
what have you
some
seen?
of the end game traversal stuff. This dude is literally just standing on the side of the mountain. He's like, okay, jumps up, flings into the air, black wings, flies halfway across the map, sees some enemies, just like does some like, I'm gonna Super Saiyan up like Frieza, and then slams into the ground. Like, this game is gonna be nuts, man. This game is just gonna be nuts. I think it's just a giant power fantasy, and I'm totally okay with it.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be really good.
Yeah,
could be fun.
Could be fun. Everyone said it was really good. The only like issue was that so many systems in the first, like they dominate just system after system being introduced in those first couple of hours. I think that was what SkillUp was saying when he had some time with it. They had about 6 hours of hands-on gameplay with it.
So they bombard you with lots of like tutorial stuff in the beginning, and then it's too much.
Yeah, he said it was.
There's
it was overwhelming.
You need to know how to play the game. Like when we interviewed Will Powers, who works with the publisher for Crimson Desert a couple weeks ago, and games when they get features and stuff, it's called their scope, right? And we asked him jokingly, like, "Oh, when did you fire the scope guy? Like the guy that tells you to stop building stuff and just focus on what you've got?" And he just goes, "Oh, we never had a scope guy."
Oh.
And that makes a lot of sense because there's like 30 different activities you can do in the game. They're all you're gonna have to kind of know how to do each one. So yeah, it looks like a lot to learn, like mechanically, but once you get that down, I think it's kind of sounds like it's smooth sailing after that.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully that's how it's gonna be.
And that's out. Is that next week? It kind of snuck up on
20th,
us.
right?
The 20th. So
20th,
yeah,
I think.
Yeah, not this coming Friday, but the Friday after that. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that'll probably be a big release. A lot of folks are looking forward to that. I guess we can jump into what all we've been playing. Mine's pretty short. Been playing the new WoW expansion. It's been fun. We're playing with like a streamer guild. Spoilers, it's more World of Warcraft, right? They're not. We talked about it last week with Soda Poppin' and Annie. Like, it still echo what we said last week. So, not any shocking news there. And then, what else was there? Where Winds Meet put out a huge new patch that's unlike the rest of the game entirely, and so that was kind of
Also,
It's I'm doing 3 sponsor streams, one yesterday, one today, one tomorrow. The new zone is like a dream world, I guess is how I would describe it. And the first continent is not that. It's very much like, for the most part, grounded in reality, apart from the fact that, Wuxia stuff is there and you can fly and all that. This is like a giant desert with like ethereal trees. Like, I can pull up some footage and it looks completely unlike the game thus far that has been out there. But it's a massive update. It's got like 20 areas in it, 11 new bosses. Like, I'm just reading the cheat sheet that they send over right now off the top of my head. But yeah, kind of shocked at how much content they actually have updated here in their first big update. I'll show Ko here because he's played the original, and you can see how much of the difference it looks. This is like the dream world here. It's some like desert dream world with massive flowing trees. It looks really cool. It just
does look pretty cool.
Doesn't look like Where Winds Meet, at least that we've played so far.
I mean, it looks windy.
Looks very windy. Yeah. You can definitely tell.
The wind does seem to be meeting
sure.
JP. Yeah.
You can definitely tell that, I mean, from my perspective, I guess I shouldn't say that it is, because I don't actually know. A lot of that translation seems to be like AI translated when it comes to the voice acting and all that stuff.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and given what else has been in that game up until this point, I wouldn't be surprised if that were the case as well. But yeah, it's wild looking. It's very, very colorful. You can turn into a fish, it's like a beta fish, and you can like surf in the sea. I don't know. It's almost kind of Warframe-esque, I guess, now that I think about it, with how like some expansions for Warframe are just completely unlike the rest of the game. This is like very much of the same ilk. So I haven't fought any bosses or anything. I only spent 2 hours with it, but it's completely free, which is another strange thing. They have MTX in this game. It's all cosmetic, but they must be selling a shit ton of that, because this game's like all this content you could just go play. You don't have to buy anything, and that is fascinating to me. So they must be really raking it in with the pretty pixels and outfits and stuff you can buy. Yeah. So that's Where Winds Meet. I think that's everything I've touched. Liz, what about you? Let's spend some time in Liz's world. Obviously RE9. You were playing some Legacy Kain, right?
Yeah, first time ever playing Legacy of Kain Defiance. I've played the remasters of Soul Reaver 1 and 2, I think last year. When did they come out? And a few days ago, Defiance came out remastered, so I finished it now, could finally conclude the story for Raziel and Kain, which was nice.
Yeah.
It's pretty buggy though. Crashed my computer a few times.
Really?
I don't know what's going on with that, but yeah. I'm not really keeping up with games, new games coming out. I'm very selective with games that I play. I'm on my first run of Minecraft in Valheim.
Okay.
Wait,
are you how does that work? Are you alternating between the two?
Yeah, I'm playing them once a week each.
So this is like a 7-year playthrough, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, probably. Although I'm now I don't know if you guys played Valheim, but I'm now in the Plains area.
Okay.
So what is that? The 5th boss now at this point. So far, everything first tried. Knock on wood.
Okay.
Whoa.
Very nice. Love the game. Totally my vibe. I love the Norse theme of it. It's great. Yeah, I just recorded Minecraft today. Before this.
Okay.
That has no hand holding, so this is a bit it's blind. It's first playthrough. I've never seen anyone play it. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just stumbling my way through the world and try to figure out what I gotta do. Explored the Nether today.
So you have no idea what
yeah, I've like, everybody's like losing their shit about me not wanting to look up things or want anybody to tell me how to do things.
Yeah.
But so far I figured most of the things out. Still a lot to go though. Like I was told you can finish the game and there's like an end boss. I don't know where or how, but I'm
Okay.
gonna try to find him.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
Oh
I'm just
boy.
I'm just nerding out about Resident Evil. I'm on a whole journey now. I've played 2, 3, 4 remake. I'm
Okay.
gonna start Village on Tuesday.
Oh,
I'm gonna play Resident Evil 6 and co-op with my friend and mod.
okay. A lot of
Probably at
Resident
some
Evil
point.
then.
Oh, I love Resident Evil so much. I'm so so good.
Have you?
Love these games.
So you played all of them before then, right? You're just replaying them? Okay.
Yeah. It's just I couldn't get enough, so I was like, I'm gonna. I wanted to initially play through the Leon games so that everybody knows what happens to Leon. So we played 2 and 4, but then someone said, "Hey, you need to play 3 as well to know what happens with Raccoon City." So I was like, "Okay, throw in RE2, RE3 as well." And then kind of snowballing, it got out of hand. I can't stop. Someone send help. I need more Resident Evil.
Okay.
So yeah, this I'm just in my element now.
There you go. Yeah, the fact that you're playing Minecraft for the first time, and do they like?
That's me.
Did you? How does that work? And do things just not get past the Alps? How have you never seen Minecraft before?
I mean,
Yeah.
I've seen pictures of it, but I've never watched anyone play it
Okay.
because I'm mostly interested in story stuff. This game doesn't have story, so it was like. But then in September I had like a whole thing. We wanted to, or I wanted to unlock the emote slots, which the lizards did, the crazy people.
Oh, okay.
And all emote slots full. And one of the goals was I'm gonna play Minecraft. And it was initially just planned for, hey, we're gonna play it for one stream and have fun, and that's it. And it kind of escalated, and the Minecraft people demanded more.
Yeah, as they do.
So, as they do, yeah, apparently as they do, and now I'm here in, what is it, week 24.
Oh, damn. Okay. But you're going at it like 2-hour stretches, right? You said you're
Yeah,
recording
yeah.
it? Okay.
Yeah. I've started to record. I'm probably gonna go back to streaming it because I have no more time anymore, and another 2 hours for recording, and then I also do my thumbnails myself and stuff like that. So it's a lot of work. Now my editor's going away as well for
Oh,
2
no.
months for a job, so I
Okay.
have to edit my videos as well. So there's no more time. I need everything, so I can't do extra recording sessions.
Yeah.
This is a really boring video of me just trying to get the
Yeah,
water
no.
portal.
What are you
Liz, don't worry.
doing?
Anytime JP shows any of our gameplay,
It's always the worst sections,
all
is
the
it?
worst. It's the worst. Yeah, don't worry about it. You're good.
So it's
Can
like
I
it's
ask,
a
like,
massive.
what you're doing?
It's a massive portal. This is a massive
Uh-huh.
portal that was destroyed that I found in the ocean, and I was like determined to make it work. And I'm filling it up
Got
with
it.
dirt because if you place it and then you remove it again, the water is gone. So I dried out the
Smart.
whole
Okay.
surrounding around it, and in the end, I got it to work, and I went through, and it's just a few meters away from my first portal, which in the above world I placed so far away. So I'm a bit mind boggled how this whole stuff works.
Yeah, no, I don't read the chat. They'll spoil the fuck out
Yeah,
of you. I'll tell you why.
And they're gonna tell you.
They will definitely tell you. But I will say
The backseating is strong with them.
oh yes, absolutely. But I will say the idea of playing Minecraft without any backseating in 2026 is one, a rarity, and two, also probably an incredible experience. So
It's very rewarding when
Yeah.
you try to find out things yourself, and then in the end you do. And everybody told you there's no way she's gonna figure this out. Like they were dead certain I'm never gonna figure out how these portals work, and I figured it out. Because you have, I don't know if you guys played it and when you last played it, because they introduced advancements
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
basically like achievements, and they also there's a little description text, there's the title, and there's also the picture, and the picture is often like an item that you need to use to achieve whatever you try to achieve. So it's kind of like, if you really pay attention to the whole thing, it kind of makes sense most of the time. At least if you have the items, of course. Like some things, I look in my advancement tab and I'm like, I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I don't know where to get it. So later.
Yeah. Well, 2 hours at a time as well is that's also insane to me
Yeah.
because you can, one, lose track of time, but two, I would be so forgetful between sessions of like, I wouldn't even remember what the fuck I was doing to begin with. So
Yeah, I have like a little book in the game. It's not in my toolbar just there, but I always write down what I want to do and like to remember things. And yeah.
Smart.
Smart. All right. That playthrough's on your YouTube. So go check out LIZZ Game on YouTube. If you want to see that as well as all the other stuff that you streamed recently. Faye, what have you been up to? I'll pull up let me find some boring footage of you.
I've just been kind of getting back in the swing of things. I mean, we played Resident Evil for 3 sessions. And that was kind of like my whole like laser focus. And now I feel like I need something new to laser focus on. Before that, I was doing Dino Crisis, which was so fun.
It's a fun game.
Yeah, and then I played Lollipop Chainsaw, which that game.
Are you sure you're not Zeke? Zeke, is that you?
Dude.
Is Katie there?
Going from dinosaur hell to a girl with a boyfriend for a keychain, a mini skirt, and a chainsaw is so strange. Trying to shift gears. But I loved it. I was like, oh my god, I feel like not this part. Don't show, dude.
I'm just choosing a random
puzzle for a minute. It's just really goofy and it's just really fun, and it kind of makes me want to play more comedy like oriented games, because the game in itself is mostly like, it's like Devil May Cry but girly, you know?
Yeah.
Very funny. I think next on my list, I want to play the new Fatal Frame remake that's coming out this week. I've never played a Fatal Frame, so I was like,
me neither.
I'll jump in. Sure, whatever. I'll take pictures of ghosts or whatever you do in that game. Sure. And then after that, I think I'm gonna go back. I tried to play Fahrenheit Indigo Prophecy, but that game is so busted and buggy. That the first time I played it, it never saved. Even though I clicked saved a million times, it did not save. So I had to wake up at like 6 a.m. before my stream the next day, replay everything I just did, played for about 2 hours on stream when I caught up, and then the game crashed and it also didn't save then. So I was like, I'm just gonna put this game on hold until I can think of a way to get it to work, because I really was enjoying it. That game is hilarious. It's a game, and I would like to finish it, but it's really hard to finish a game that's pretty long. I'm assuming around like 10 hours when it doesn't save my progress. So that's kind of like on the back burner, but I have been thinking a lot about it. And then I want to play Time Crisis, of course. That's like kind of next on my list. But right now, I'm just kind of...
You've never played Time Crisis before? Like in the arcade? No. How does that even work on a PC? I guess there's like an action button or something. Yeah.
I don't know. I just saw, I believe it was Lena play it.
Yeah.
Oh, and also Lifeline I want to play too. She was playing that not too long ago.
Again, a Zeke game. Unironically, a game that Zeke has played and spoken about on this show.
I feel a top hat growing out of my head. I don't know. Something's happening to me.
It's all making a lot of sense. Yeah, it's all making a lot of sense. Yeah, Co, what was the grimace on your face when Faye said Fatal Frame 2? What was that about?
So there is a guy that is super well known because he's the dude that unlocked Bloodborne at 60 FPS on emulators. His name is Lance.
Okay.
And I follow him on Twitter, and he recently tweeted like how unacceptable it was that the new Fatal Frame can't run on more than 30 FPS on anything.
Oh.
And I was like,
wow.
No. Like, is that like, I don't know too much more about it, but it sounded like the port was not great.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Well,
I don't know if that was, I'm hoping that it was something else to get it fixed up. Cause it looks kind of awesome. I'd love to play it, but
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Locked at 30 is rough for sure.
Let me see if I can find the exact tweet. I don't want to get the info wrong here.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
Give me 1 sec.
this looks 30 to me. So I would believe it. But yeah. Let us know when you find the tweet. It's set to 30 FPS by default. You can set it to 60, according to your chat. So there is a demo for it, I guess.
Yeah, 30 frames is a bit outdated at this time and age.
I guess you could say those are some fatal frames.
Oh no.
Now you're making puns like Zeke, man. What the?
Oh no.
Maybe I need to meet Zeke.
She's
No!
transforming.
No. That can't
My chat,
happen.
my chat said you need to make fart and poop jokes as well to be Zeke.
Also true. Also true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Really disappointed to see the Fatal Frame 2 remake runs at 30 FPS with extreme frame drops on every console, including PS5 Pro. There's no way to blame this on Katana Engine. The devs would have to go out of their way to deliberately make Katana run this badly.
Oh, so but he did say console.
I will say this though.
And statement.
I will say
right?
this. I had to scroll through a bunch of tweets that I hadn't seen to get there though, and there are other tweets like, "Oh my God, is this how the Fatal Frame 2 remake looks on PS5? It doesn't look anything like this on PS5 Pro. The image quality is fantastic on Pro. What the hell happened?" So it sounds like there may be weirdness. Then I'm a few hours into Fatal Frame 2 remake, and it's incredibly good. I prefer the exploration combat over the original massively. So it sounds like there's good things and not so good things.
Okay.
Yeah. But it sounds like the game itself is good if it technically runs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Suppose we'll see
Well,
when
that's
that. Yeah. Go check out the Steam reviews when that
man.
launches this week. Co was pulling up your VOD library. Let's not try to combine.
Vodbury.
I was trying to combine it and be like
Vodbury
cool.
Crunch.
You got a little Vodbury on your
Hands up.
YouTubes, Co. I see Eugenics Part 136.
I
Wow.
am very addicted to that game.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. That's 70 plus hours now in that game, I think.
Are you
Wow.
Still loving it?
What percentage
Yeah,
are you
what
at?
percentage?
I want to say like 66 or something. I still haven't beaten
66.
all of the
Oh.
I still haven't beaten all the stuff yet. Like
Okay.
I still have
Wow.
Act 3 stuff to do, and there's a
Yeah.
whole lot of challenge stuff to do as well. But
Okay.
Yeah. I got
I've been-
30
I've been
hours in
loving
that game and I'm only like 22% in. That game is huge. And it didn't even seem like it. When you first start playing that game, you're like, oh, I just, do this little thing, go through this little section, and then it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and there's more stuff. And you're like, geez.
Yeah.
I'm 70
Like, how do
hours
I-
in. It hasn't stopped.
It doesn't
Oh
stop.
my God. I'm never going to finish that game.
Yeah.
I unlocked a new class like 10 hours ago. Like, and it's insane. It's insane.
That's
There's so
wild.
much. Dude, we got a year of arguably 2 of the best roguelites ever made.
Mm-hmm.
Like back to back. Like this is, if you're a roguelite
Yeah.
player, you are eating so well right now. I'm literally addicted to 2 different games and I'm totally okay with it.
Yeah.
I made the very bad decision to start this very cool game called Rift Breaker, which is an awesome game. Like I tried it like
Why?
3 days ago and I'm like, this is cool. I'm loving this. And then Slay the Spire 2 was coming out and I was like, I'm thinking about playing it. I didn't really play the first one. And then I played Slay the Spire 2 for a stream and I was like, well, just hook that right into my veins.
Yeah.
So that was not the best decision.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rift Breaker's awesome, but I mean, I'm now addicted to 2 different games. I don't know what to do.
There are a lot of like I've had Whiplash on, when was it? Friday. I went from Path of Exile 1 because they just had the new league come out, into World of Warcraft Mythics, into League of Legends, back into PoE within the span of like 7 hours. Yeah, it was the easiest thing to go to sleep because my brain was just like, you have to stop. Like that doesn't make sense that you just
This is not healthy. Too many thinky thoughts. Go to bed.
you played those games in that order. Yeah. I did see this, and I played this as well.
Yeah.
This is Docked.
This is Docked, man.
Huh.
So I did a sponsored stream for Docked, and what I get, as I'm sure you guys get too, like we get simulator offers all the time, just for games that we get offers for games all the time that aren't really in our wheelhouse all the time. And I don't do a lot of simulator games. I play them every so often, but I'm not like a simulator streamer. So when this game came along, originally I was like, well, and that looks kind of cool. And then they literally were like, so there's a full main story and you have like a little base that you get to upgrade and like you get to pick your missions and you have to like pick where it goes. Like it's much more than just like a simulator game. And I was like, okay,
Yes.
I'll give it a try. Sure enough, they were absolutely right. This is much more than like just a simulator. It's got all the gameplay of a simulator where, you know, you have a wall of different buttons. They're very realistic machines. You can see in that right there on the left side of the screen. Those are all the different buttons I can do, like change the angles and all. You know, it's very simulatory. Although on the easiest difficulty, it was very easy to play, or the standard difficulty, super easy to play. But between all these missions, you're managing a port that I don't know if it's failing or just on troubled times. There was a big hurricane,
a bunch of hurricanes,
and it messed up this port. And you have to like rebuild it essentially. So your dad owns it and you run it, and you're like nepotism. A musician that your brother is. Yeah, total nepotism. I tell you, it's terrible. But it was actually pretty enjoyable. Like I had a good time with it. The gameplay was very, very chill. It's very much just kind of like you were saying, Fatality, just lean back and drool all over yourself, and play the game. And like it's very much it's a drool game. It's very much a drool game.
Love games like that.
Yeah, you can see like very slow, very methodical. You're just lining things up, and it's very cathartic. It's a kind of meditative in that regard.
Yeah.
But the metagame is engaging. Like you're having to pick where things go. You're having to, you know, like you have only so many machines that can do this much work, and you have to pick supply lines to make sure you get the maximum amount of profit. There's a lot to it. So I think simulator fans will probably really enjoy it. People like me, the metagame is not quite enough to get me away from my current addictions, but I will say like it's a cool take on that. And it was very chill. Like if I needed a cozy game, I'd probably look at this game.
It was a really easy 2-hour sponsor. Time flew by when I played this.
Melted. It really did.
Yeah. It's only $30 if you're wanting to check it out. I did see that the reviews were mixed on Steam, but I didn't look into why. I just saw mixed. So I don't know if people
I haven't looked at them yet.
Yeah, I don't know what they were complaining about.
Herethos just said exactly what I said during the sponsored stream. I was like, you want me to play one of these games to the ground? You want me to like get addicted to one of these games? I want this, but a space station. Like a space station that's broken down and you're having to like repair it and like get new parts sent up to you and you have to like manage it and everything. Like that's how you'd sell me on a game like this. I would probably get addicted to that. But it's a very cool concept. The bones of this game are very fun. Yeah. I had a good time with them.
Yeah. You could say
that
Co and I
be
both
like a medieval tavern.
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
Exactly. No. I was gonna make a dumb joke that Co and I both love docking. So, well, your comment, you know, what you said is
big fan of docking.
Much better. Much better to say. It's a good one. Let me see what else you've been playing, Co. If there's anything else we need to.
That dude, it's just been Slay the Spire 2 and Mugenics. I think.
Okay.
Little bit of Riftbreaker, but I am now addicted to.
Oh, hey, you played Rune Dice.
Oh, I did. I checked out the Rune Dice demo.
Were you as addicted as I was?
No,
I didn't think I have weird obsessions sometimes.
It was fun. It was fun. I didn't quite get like super sucked into it, but I realized why you did. Like I
what
had
does
other
that
games
mean, Co? What is it?
What it means is I had other games that I'm focused on, and if I wasn't focused on those, I could totally see myself getting lost in that game. It's one of those games that's just kind of fun to play. It's fun to see the numbers go up. It's fun to see the new dice and stuff. But I just had other. I was knee deep in Mugenics at the time, so that definitely took my priority.
All right.
Also, you like bad games.
There it is.
What?
There it is.
I'm sorry. What? Did you guys hear something? I didn't hear anything.
You better have said that this game was good because this was the best demo of demo.
I enjoyed this. I played this game. Okay, for those who don't know, this is the next game from the Vampire Survivors guys. And what they've essentially done is they've taken Vampire Survivors and they have injected it into old school dungeoneering format, where this type of game was one of the first like types of games way back in the day. There's not a huge amount of them made anymore. They're considered very retro and classic. But man, they have somehow flipped the script on how these games function. They're supposed to be kind of slower and methodical. This is nothing like that. It's super fast paced and frantic. And it's turn-based still, but the way that it moves is very quick. Lots of upgrades very fast. The bosses are like rows and rows of guys. So you still get that kind of vampire survival feel of killing lots of enemies at once. It's fun. Yeah. It's easy and it's just very fun.
I really want
What's the title?
For full version. This is Vampire Crawlers.
It's Vampire Crawlers. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're based on dungeon crawlers from back in the day.
Yeah. It's got like, if you played Survivors, it has the like weapon evolves in it. So you can get, better stuff as time progresses, and there's unlocks and multiple classes. I think Code just said all this stuff, but I love this game. I played it for the demo alone, I unlocked everything I could. It was like 4 hours. So I can't wait for the
I
full
played
game.
another game, and honestly, I kind of hope Fatality is channeling Zeke because I think that he would have absolutely loved it.
Oh,
It was a game called The Dungeon Experience. And apparently it's from the devs that made that old game called Paradigm. If you remember that super weird, funny adventure game called Paradigm, they made a game called The Dungeon Experience. And you're basically at a LARPing store run by a crab, and he's trying to present to you a Dungeons and Dragons live escape room LARP style experience. But the game is super meta. It's very fourth wall. It is it was a wild game. Yeah. It's wild, dude. So yeah, like right here, it's like you could midway through the demo, he just stops and he's like, "So you played a little of the demo, like how you feeling? Do you want to like just edge for the full version, or do you want to like keep playing now?" And then your options are like, "I want to edge for the full version," or like, "No, I want to see more. I'm not sold yet." And he's like,
Wait,
"Okay,
I would love this.
there you go. Faye's got to download it.
You should try this game. It's
I
really
love a
good.
quirky
This is the demo.
game.
It's free.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It is.
Is there a release date
quirky.
yet, or we don't know?
I don't know.
Or it is
actually.
out.
Let's see.
If you may have the page up, but
Yeah, let me look at this.
There's
Why
the
is there
table
a
guy.
person as the coffee table?
Because he got demoted in his
Table
job, so
man.
now he's a table. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
and
in
you,
this
and you
economy,
feed
at
him
least
in
you
his
got to
little
keep your
table man
job,
bowl.
bro.
He feels the same way. He feels
Yeah.
very much the same way. Yeah. Yep.
The stash.
If he wants you to stand on him so he can really show the people up top that he's doing his job well.
To be announced.
Yeah,
for the
honestly,
release
if you
date.
watch any more, this demo's like 20 minutes. So if this
Okay.
does look interesting, I would turn off the footage.
you
Because
go.
like there's a lot of great jokes and they're really fast. So
yeah. Heard it. That's the Dungeon Experience.
and everything else for me is just Mugenics and Slay the Spire 2. Probably
Okay.
will be all
Cool.
week.
Yeah.
I'm loving both of them.
No interest in PoE1. You don't need another addiction to be thrown into there. It's a
Man,
really good league, unless you're in
I
Europe.
don't even do the sponsor streams for PoE1 anymore.
Yeah.
I'm
You're just done with PoE1.
I'm done, dude. I'm
Okay.
done. Like I love GGG to death, but like I can't. I'm so much more enamored with 2. It's so much more my speed that like that is where I am. I can't play PoE1 and be invested anymore.
Okay.
I don't know why. It sucks, but it's just like that's just where I am.
For me, man, it was, felt like the needle just slipped right back in.
I heard the newest league is amazing. Can you talk about it a little bit?
Yeah,
I've heard it's incredible.
I unfortunately have not had too much time. I got to maps in my like standard 9 hours or whatever. But I haven't done anything in maps apart from that. The league itself, the mechanic of it is there's like a part of the map that's a mirage, and it's additive to the map, so it can take Faye and Liz tune out the next 5 minutes.
vibing with your
I'm
I'm just vibing with your past self down there.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just
Yeah.
enjoying the meat, dude. This is me on fully. Look, I'm dancing. I'm doing the dad dance. It's PoE, man, hell of a drug. But what I'm about to say, you guys are not going to understand because you don't play PoE. All of the league mechanics are like slightly
Really?
twisted in the Mirage, and so there's like weird things that can happen and the functionality around that. And so it's really fun. Tons of end game changes. Maybe the biggest one is maps drop at levels instead of like a type of map. So you get a map 1, and then that map 1 can be any of the maps. So you can do like, if you just want to farm dunes, it's whatever tier dunes is, and then you just farm dunes, which is like,
Is that the skill tree?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
it
PoE
is.
skill tree. Everyone has the same reaction.
Oh my
Everyone
God.
has
Yeah.
their first. Everyone
That's a
remembers.
skill forest. Listen.
Nope.
Yeah.
I like
Is
that.
that
Oh,
the
a skill forest.
Skill tree.
Yeah. I'm currently
Holy
in the
shit.
act of respecking because I just hit level 40.
Oh god.
Really?
Yeah. So this
That'll be an afternoon.
Path of Exile is arguably one of the deepest games available.
yes.
Especially free to play, but I mean like overall, like this game has not only has a massive skill tree, it is a massive skill tree they have now spent the better part of a decade making bigger every year. So it's like
Oh my
they were already on a
God.
different level when they came out, and at this point games have tried and not even gotten close to what this game is. Yeah.
It's
Visually, it
huge.
reminds me of Diablo.
Yep. It's very much that
It's
a-
style of game. Yeah.
Got it.
ARPG.
Yeah.
Loot forest, you know, I think I have like 3,000 or 4,000 hours, which by PoE standards is like a drop in the ocean. A lot
About
of people
16 minutes.
yeah, a lot of people have, you know, tens of thousands.
You
Of,
just
of
downloaded
hours.
the game, pretty much.
Yeah. But the league is great. There have been a ton, and I mean a ton of issues in Europe when it comes to connection. Servers were just like dropping left and right all over the place. I don't, this was on Friday and I think a little bit of yesterday. I don't know if it's been fixed, but people were like running the same map 4 and 5 times in a row. And then there was desync. So they would like get a drop and then it would, you know, there was no rollback. So whatever they got dropped would just disappear. It was just gone from the game and they were losing all that stuff.
PoE still has a relatively thriving hardcore, or PoE 1 still has a relatively thriving hardcore community too, right? So I mean, were they just dying all over the place?
Well, there was no, well, I guess there was rollback. I said that incorrectly. There was rollback so that I guess if you died, but it wasn't in game and you got disconnected, there might've been a chance that you wouldn't have died. I don't know how that worked. I didn't really hear too much about any hardcore players having concern, but
that's good at least.
they crossed over 200,000. So they're still, you know, trucking along. PoE 1 still has a lot of the players, which is cool. And it seems like a good league. I'll spend some more time with it. Mostly off stream. I like I said, I think I've run like 3 or 4 maps after getting through the campaign.
Oh, they also introduced pausing the game. And if you disconnect, it basically pauses.
Yeah, yeah. So that was maybe, I think that was last patch.
That's awesome.
Our last expansion. But yeah, it's PoE. Excellent. If you've seen PoE before, more PoE. They haven't changed anything. There's no WASD yet in PoE 1. Trying to think of like what PoE 2 has brought to the table that people would want in the first one that is not there, because a lot of that stuff has not gone back. But this patch definitely seemed like a patch or an expansion for people that were already playing PoE. It was changes to the already structure of the game that people were, you know, wanting for a very long time in terms of quality of life and all that stuff. So
that's cool.
It's good to see them do that stuff. They actually had a really cool interview when they announced the game. They do like the patch preview and they have this big stream where they, you know, show you everything that's going to be coming to it. And then they do a Q&A session. And this time around, I think he's been at the company now for 2 years, but maybe he just got a promotion or something, but he was on the couch in the interview and he was a former streamer. And so it was awesome to see him as a dev now, because like everything that he had basically talked about as a streamer or everything that the community was like wanting to be put in the game, Octavian, the individual, has like worked on it and actually helped put it in the game now, which is really awesome to see. And I think I had a tweet where it was like, I felt great about the money I had already spent on the company when they do things like that, because it just makes me want to play the game more. And so I love when devs do that type of stuff and highlight people that have, you know, used to be streamers and now work at the company as a lead designer on the title. It's really cool to see that stuff.
It's awesome, dude. It's absolutely awesome.
I think that's it. Any of you guys play Esoteric Ebb, by the way?
Heard about it. I've heard it's a D and Disco Elysium.
Yes, it's medieval
That's
Disco
what I've heard
Elysium.
it called as. And Disco Elysium. Yeah, like apparently it's much more contextually grounded, I've been told. So like people are like, you don't need to have a BA in politics to know what's going on. Yeah. That's great.
Thank God.
So that's good. That's good.
Perfect for
So
me.
I definitely want to try it at some point. It looks very interesting.
Yeah. I've not played it. I know I had a buddy do like a D&D Dungeons and Dragons sponsored stream tie-in with it. So
cool.
that's my relationship with the game, but I have no idea of what it's actually about. Seems like a very much a Zeke game. So maybe when he gets back,
And now
I'll check it out.
Was it only the demo or is it out?
I want to say it's out.
Oh, it's out.
Yeah. Let me verify that.
I got told about it around when I was looking for demos, so I didn't know if it was just like a Steam demo thing or if it was.
It is.
Oh, it is out. Cat's saying it is out.
Came out March 3rd.
Wow.
Sitting at overwhelmingly positive right now with 1,300 reviews.
I really wish it was voice acted, man.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
if
a
it's
personal dumb streamer ask. Yeah.
if it
Yeah.
sells well
Yeah.
enough, you
I'm the
probably
same
Right?
way.
you would think
Yeah.
that they would want to.
I'm kind of hoping for a remake or remaster or something for Morrowind because I would love to stream that, but I would be losing my voice after one stream, talking and
Yeah.
voice acting every single dialogue. It would be mental.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But that game is awesome.
Yeah. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else you guys want to bring up in our final 15 minutes. We can wrap early.
I mean,
it was a good
it's not
show.
out for a while. I don't know if you guys are having any interest in that, but like talking about indie games and horror, I love Fears to Fathom. And
I don't
there's
know
Oh,
if
they're
I've
having
heard about
another
coming
that.
one?
out. Yeah, there's a new season, and it's co-op.
Oh,
Fears to
wow.
Fears to
That's a
Fathom
big step
Scratch.
up.
Yeah, Fears to Fathom Scratch Creek. You can wishlist it now on Steam already.
Okay.
Coming
When's it
soon,
coming
but
out?
I think it's supposed to come out in summer, June, July, along those lines. I read somewhere.
Okay.
Hmm.
Maybe I think on Twitter, Rail is relatively active.
Okay. Yeah. What would you categorize it? You said indie spooky game, right?
It's awesome. I love these games. They're some of my favorites. It's VHS type horror. It's always quite funny as well. The
Mhm.
first ones had the PlayStation 1 aesthetics, so it feels very nostalgic. It's very cozy as well. Like you
Okay.
often have to do some stuff, do some chores in the house or so,
Go
and then there's an
fishing.
intruder.
Mhm.
It's just
Yeah.
bloody awesome. And it's like one guy, I think Rail, I think he's seated in New York. And of course he brings in people every now and again. So there's some big names that have been contributing to his games, like Jacksepticeye, for example. And
Mhm.
it's they have these games have some of the best jump scares, I think, and such a great atmosphere.
Yeah.
They're usually like the earlier games sometimes half an hour, then an hour, then 2 hours. So if you guys haven't played those, I highly recommend. They're so good, and
Mhm.
I'm really anticipating the new release coming out in hopefully this year soon in summer or so. And yeah,
And
the
I'm
first
pretty
season was 5 games, and the second season is probably another 5 games or so.
Hmm.
And those you can play in co-op then with friends.
Yeah, this one's
Yeah.
got co-op and prox chat in it. So
Mhm.
little
I was gonna
friend
say,
swap.
I'm pretty sure all the games too are based on real stories that fans
Yeah.
submit.
Yeah.
Things that happen
I
to
think
them.
through their Reddit. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like the stories
say-
of the
Crazy.
survivors.
It's kind of funny. They
Yeah.
Whoa.
say, I think there's a disclaimer where they say, all of these stories were taken from real people, although we can't guarantee they are real.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because I think they were all
they were
submitted
actual
on
stories
Reddit.
from, yeah, they were all submitted on Reddit. Yeah, which is
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. It says that
Awesome.
in the about this game. Fears to Fathom together is an episodic psychological co-op horror game where each episode unveils a short story narrated by the ones who survived. So they even have them narrate it, I guess. Huh.
Yeah, like later on you started with voice acting, but it has this like do-do-do-do-do-do-do when the text is popping up and you hear this like
Yeah.
old school sound, PlayStation 1 era stuff. Awesome.
Okay.
If you
Cool.
guys just need a 1 to 2 hour cozy horror experience, that's it. Fears to
All right.
Fathom.
Yeah, somebody was asking if I played them. We played all of them on one of the Halloween ones. Yeah, they're real quick. They're real easy. You can do all of them in, just like Liz said, just a few hours.
Mhm.
Like you can just bang them out.
Awesome. Are they on the
Gotcha.
YouTube? Cool.
I think so. Could be.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. Cool.
Go watch them or play it yourself as well,
Yeah, I definitely recommend
both.
playing them. They're fun. Or both, even
both.
better. Yeah.
or both.
Play them while you watch them.
Oh.
The
A lot of
true-
people actually do that.
true playthrough. Yeah, when it comes to horror games, they'll watch as well as play at the same time.
No, but like when I like I always get my videos edited and uploaded to YouTube, and a lot of people comment that they watch me play while they play the same game.
Oh,
Like
okay.
a lot of people say that, which is kind of cool.
Yep.
Maybe to get like this co-op or hanging out together experience.
Yeah. I'll do that with like games that like Path of Exile. If I'm playing off stream, I'll have like a PoE stream up and get jealous when they get a drop or be like, oh, I just got this drop in my game and you didn't get anything, that type of stuff. So I can relate to it that way. But yeah.
I get all the time, like when I watch Mugenics, people watch me to know what not to do and what doesn't work.
Sure.
So that helps them play.
Yeah.
Which, hey, I'll take it where I can get it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's fine.
All right. I think we can call it a show because I think Ollie needs to go out as well. So I'll take the
Ollie's
extra
done.
time. Yeah, he's done.
He's ready to go.
He wants attention. Let's do some shout outs. You can go first.
Sure. Big thank you to Fail and Liz. It has been awesome. Fatality?
Faye.
How do I say your name?
Faye.
Oh, just Faye.
Faye.
Oh, I thought it was like fatality. I'm sorry. I thought, okay.
No.
Okay, my bad.
Oh my God, my chat's going to rip me in half.
Thank you so much to Liz and the drooling girl for being here. It's awesome. We really appreciate it. Also, huge shout out and thank you to the actors that joined us from Resident Evil, Grace and Leon, we'll call them that, and Angela, and yeah, it was just amazing. It is so cool being able to talk to people like that, and not only talk to them and ask questions, but realize they're actually just really good people. It's so nice to see people like that getting success these days. So yeah, that's so cool of them to come on. So big thanks to them. Thanks to you guys, and thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week with a lot more Mugenics and Slay the Spire 2 news.
Yeah. Well, Zeke will be back next week as well, so we'll hear all about the top hat. Let's go with Liz. Do some shout outs. Tell the people where they can check you out.
Here, there, you see Liz on Twitch and Liz Game on YouTube. Thank you very much for having me. This was my first talk show experience. And it was very, very awesome. I had lots of fun. And you don't always get to talk to voice actors from one of your favorite games or to one of your favorite streamers. So that's really cool. Thank you very much for having me.
Fantastic.
You did awesome. Thank you, Liz.
Yes, thank you so much for coming on. Faye,
if you ever need to fill another spot, let me know.
Okay, will do. Faye and all the hubbub and getting the actors all wrangled and all that stuff. I didn't make you a shout out card, so please do soda pop and shout outs, please.
Oh, okay. Hey guys.
First Zeke, now soda popping.
I guess I'm just
so
taking
sorry.
over identities today. Hey, it's me, Drooling Girl. You can find me at Fatality on most social medias. Next time you see me on Drop Frames, I will grow a beard, maybe lose some of my hair and not be a fairy dragon anymore. I'm coming back to Disney World, me, Zeke. I'll be playing a variety of games. I think I've listed them a couple times already, but Fatal Frame, hopefully this coming week, as long as the frames aren't too fatal. And yeah, come have a good time. I get silly, I get goofy. And thank you so much for having me, guys. It was really, really cool to meet Nick and Angela. You can tell that they have so much love and passion for the series, and I think it really shows in their performance. So it was really cool to be able to interview them today, especially for a series that I love so much. So thank you guys so much for having me, and hopefully I'll see you again soon.
Fantastic. Thanks for being here, Soda.
People in my chat saying that doesn't look like Soda. I don't know.
Have you seen Soda's
have you seen him lately?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you been there lately?
I think Soda would feel just fine with that representation. I think he'd be just fine with it.
Yeah. No, I do apologize. Look, if I'm honest, Liz had me put this
It's my
YouTube
fault.
graphic
It's my
in front of her
it's my
name,
fault.
and it took forever. Okay, it just
and he had to do it twice. Or
I
something
know
because
twice. No, I had to do it 4 times. I had to do it here and there, and then we had to do it here.
I'm just so high.
And then I didn't even get this thing made because I just had to do it.
Oh man, that really would have kicked the show to the next level, JP.
I
That's
know.
too bad you didn't use it.
And then,
That's really too
and then I
bad.
had people say, they were asking for things to be changed here. The PR.
It's okay. You couldn't make time for me, JP. It's all good. I see how it is. It's fine.
Uh-oh.
I gotta go, guys.
I'll remember
Can't
this
wait to
when we
see the
play
next
Slay the
Resident
Spire.
Evil playthrough. I know, right?
Yeah.
This is all payback for you not taking the inventory. That's what this is.
Oh my God.
You should have taken the inventory. How dare you?
You broke the man's heart.
You
for
did.
not taking the inventory.
It's messed up.
God damn it. It was 2 inventory slots.
Yeah, well, it was
and I
2
did get
hours
it
of my
eventually.
life, Faye. I'll never get it back.
Yo,
was a
hey,
coin and a lockpick.
JP, I know she's not trying to justify not taking inventory. I didn't hear that, did I? That's not.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not. I misheard that,
Come on,
right?
guys.
Oh no, okay.
It's a pouch. It was just a little pouch. Please, come on.
You're making it worse.
Vital.
Sorry.
See you guys next week, I guess. Have a good rest of your day. We're out of here. Bye.